Luxury here on the Archie Luxury live stream channel. How are you, Fikeroonies? Fikeroonies today. How are you going, fuckers? How are the Fikeroonies? How are the Fikeroonies? Guys, we're going to start the show. We're going to run it. We're going to do it properly. Going to get this baby off the ground. That's right, guys. I want to get it off the ground. Guys, I just came back. I had dinner with T-Dubs yesterday. It was a bit of a disaster. I'll tell you about it in the show. Let's get this baby off the ground. Let's run an intro and let's get this baby off the ground. Let's get this baby off the ground. We'll run an intro.
Let's play bum chunks together. I'm here to tell you the awful fucking truth.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I love.
Thank you so much for your support.
January, February, into March and April. Same way too.
Thank you.
May, June, or July.
Fucking hell! Horrid!
I never
Absolutely
let a day
horrid!
go by
I give you shower and you snaky with me. What the fuck did I do to you?
Go away in August or September, in October and November, not to mention warm December. I love
half a dozen pieces of fucking shit.
Another year has gone, I'm ready for the next one too.
If I can be with you.
Every single second, every minute, every hour, all the whole year through. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I love you.
I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you fuckers think of that.
I want to. I am sure that Lord is watching this program as well because he cannot stop watching you because it's basically very attractive to you sexually. Even so that he is not into men's, but eventually he is.
Lord, help me.
Yes, sir.
spent too much money.
I respect you. I will remain.
Okay, I respect you too. I love
no
you.
hard
You can
feelings.
leave now because your time
That's
is
goodbye.
important. I gotta be totally honest with you. I don't want to carry on this bullshit that everything is a struggle. I've got to be totally honest with you. I actually have a tax bill kind of due, and this money would be extremely helpful to meet some obligations that I've got.
In October and
Fuck! Speaking of obligations I've got, man. I gotta tell you guys, it fucking went crazy. It went crazy with the TW. That's right, guys. It went crazy. Just crazy, man. It was crazy. And what can I say? What can I say, guys? It is tough. Life is tough. I took T-Dubs out. I took him out for dinner, and it cost me a fortune. Please upvote, guys. Upvote. Pin the link and upvote. Now let's see if I can get some punters onto our stream. Who do we want? We want the Clivers. Let's see if we can get Clivers on the stream. JJ Lacoute. JJ, it's always Sunday fun day. Let's see if we can get, well, Bear Clooney's away, but I always just send him a courtesy link. Kesslowitz, I'm sad Kesslowitz hasn't come on. Mr. GMT. Let's get him on. We got, oh, that's going to be an amazing tour. I got many mistakes. We got to have a meeting. The mistakes. We got to have some fun. The Zeal is in the house. Let's get the Zeal on the stream. Let's get Zeal. We got Machine Gun Chris. How is he going? He is fantastic. I love my Machine Gun Chris. We've got to get our favorite dog trainer. We want the dog trainer on the stream. The dog trainer is good. Hoff on Smash. Hoff is a great guy. Let's get the Hoffmeister on. Who else have we got there? We got to get some people on there. We've got some good fikers on the stream. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, guys, this is the way it's looking. Fuck. I took the TW out. You know, he's a lonely guy. I thought I'd take him out. What happened? What the fuck happened? Let me tell you what happened when I took him out. That fucker could eat. That guy could eat. Let me give you the drum. Let's have a look at the video and see what the fuck went wrong. Let's go and have a look at what the fuck went wrong. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Fuckaroonies. Let's get this fucker on the stream. Let's have a look at the footage. Hey guys, we're at the restaurant here. We're with T-Dubs. T-Dubs, we've got $40 to spend for all of us. What can we get? $40, T-Dubs. What can we get? What can we get, T-Dubs? What can we get?
40, probably a couple of entrees.
What do you think? 40 bucks. We'll get some rice crackers and a Diet Coke to share amongst us. What do you reckon? Because it's not looking good. It really isn't. The prices aren't cheap here, are they? Because, you know, Apes gave me $50 for the meal. I had to take a bit of gas out for the Beamer. Put gas in the Beamer.
Petrol.
Yeah, a bit of petrol money.
Petrol money.
So,
Wow.
I'll order a couple of things. We'll order a couple of things, and we'll get some super chats in the next couple of days. We'll get some super chats in because at these prices, T-Dubs, we're not going to be able to afford much. No. What do you think?
Yeah.
There is a Greek Oslaki truck down the back. We could get some.
Okay.
20, you know.
Yeah.
Because these prices are not cheap here, T-Dubs. I'm sorry, T-Dubs. These are not cheap prices. How are we supposed to pay for this? T-Dubs? You chose the joint. How are we supposed to pay this?
I don't know what to do. Right?
There's 3 of us, and I'm hungry. I don't know about you.
The pawn shop might be still open.
The pawn, you know, I am hungry. T-Dubs, I am hungry. You know that?
I know.
I can't see anything under 40 bucks.
Well, we could
Look at the prices. Look at this.
How much is a fish?
Scallops look good. You like scallops? No?
Yeah.
Squid. There's squid. Like we'll have the salt and pepper squid. That's always good.
Yeah,
salt and pepper squid.
Yeah.
We could have some pork. They got spare ribs with salt. Spare ribs. There's some beef.
Okay. Well, the squid.
What do you reckon there, T-Dubs? T-Dubs. What do you think?
What about
T-Dubs.
fish?
T-Dubs. These seasonal, anything that says seasonal prices, T-Dubs, that's what you call expensive. You know this? Super chats have been really bad lately. It's all down. You know this, T-Dubs, we've got to economize. Oh, pork buns. Look at that. Is that rice or pork buns? Oh, that's rice. Oh, look at that. What the hell is that? That salt and pepper chicken. That chicken. Salt and pepper chicken. You see that? That looked amazing, T-Dubs. That really did look fantastic.
Do they do pork buns? They probably would, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that chicken looked really nice, you know? That chicken, salt and pepper chicken. You know, what's that chicken?
They've got hot pot. They've got the hot pot.
It's lovely. Yeah, chicken. What's the chicken there? That chicken looks really good. Look at that. Oh,
Crispy.
it's 50 skin chicken, isn't it? We might get some of that.
Okay.
Then that's the end of our money. Then we're just gonna a chicken bone each. That's the chicken was expensive. How much is the chicken? Crispy skin chicken. How much is that? How much is it, T-Dubs? T-Dubs, how much?
29.80. 29.80. 29.80.
What's that for? What's that for? Fried chicken or what's that?
Deep fried crispy skin.
Deep fried crispy skin. I reckon we get that, don't you? Then it gives us a Coke each.
Yeah.
A Diet Coke, that's it. That's all we need. We don't need anything else. We'll go home and have hot pot noodles.
Yeah.
So we've got $40. Ape sent me $50. I used $10 for gas.
Yeah.
$40 for food.
But I'm going to put in some. I'm going to put in some. I'll cover.
It's okay, T-Dubs. It's expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive,
I don't
T-Dubs.
get out much, Arch. I don't get out much. This is like a special. This is a treat for me.
Yeah, we'll cover it. Don't worry about it. I'll cover it. Me and Luxy will cover it,
guys?
okay?
It was the food.
The prices. What do you think of the prices, T-Dubs?
It's quite good, actually. I'm not surprised.
No, not surprised. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's
I
good.
reckon it's good.
It's good. It's
mean,
good.
It's reasonable.
It's reasonable. Okay. Okay.
So there we go, guys. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. It was a total expensive fucking day out, night out. And see what happened is Ape said to me, Arch, I'm sending you $200. Take TW out. So I thought, oh, okay, I can do that. Yeah, we can do that. That's okay. We can do that. But what he didn't tell me is when I was halfway fucking drove there, he goes, I want you to give.
So here we are.
He says, I want you to give fucking TW $150. I'm thinking, fuck me, Dad. I thought the 200 was to cover the meal and the gas for the car. Let's have a look here. Let's see what happens here. Let's go and have a look.
Yeah, guys, this is ArchieLuxury. We're at the restaurant Legends at the Gold Coast with T-Dubs. Guys, we just had a look at the menu. It's expensive, isn't it? How expensive was it? It was dear. It was not cheap. Nothing cheap here. We decided to get the chicken, some rice, and some tea.
And some tea.
And some tea. And, sorry? Toilet. Okay. Okay, thank you. I got to tell you guys, it's expensive. We went crazy on the prices there. It was crazy. Cheers, TW. Cheers, TW. Have a little sip. Have a sip. Sip. I got to tell you guys, it's expensive, and we've been let down. Apes gave me $40 to come here and put fuel in the Beamer. It's a disaster, T-Dubs. We need super chats, don't we?
We need super chats. Please. This is a shock. I'm shocked.
Drink a bit more. You're going to spill it, T-Dubs. Drink. There we go. T-Dubs is... Guys, we've got to help him out. We need to have some fun here. So, guys, it's a little bit embarrassing. The food was far more expensive than we thought. It's dear. It's not cheap. Is it expensive? What do you think, T? Is it expensive?
I'm not surprised. I mean,
it's a lot more expensive than a $20 super chat, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, T-Dubs is dressed up for us here. He's looking $1 million. $1 million. It's good, guys. He's fantastic. So, guys, that's the lineup. That's the lineup with T-Dubs at the Goldie. Guys. We'll come back to you on the food.
Yeah, it just went from good to bad to worse. And I got to be totally honest with you. We got some food.
There we go, T-Dubs, and we're eating here. This is T-Dubs. Guys, we've ordered the food. It's expensive. We're going to have a spring roll and a dim sum, and then we're heading out. We're going to go home. We're going to go to McDonald's, get a quarter pounder on the way back, because these prices here are so dear.
Yeah.
We've got a spring roll, and some
This is all we can afford.
dim sum. This is all we can afford, I'm afraid. But it was fun. It was really good fun. It was fun. Don't you think it was fun?
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun coming here.
A lot of fun coming.
A lot of fun drive down. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
It's just a little bit expensive. That's all. It's just a little bit more expensive than we thought. Don't you think, T-Dubs?
We need some super chats.
We need some super chats, guys. Super chats. Get them now on the show. Get them happening. Get them happening now.
Because otherwise this is it.
This is it. Otherwise, that is it. That's it, guys. Sim Sim is spring roll.
The main course.
Okay, guys, help us out now. T-Dubs at the Goldie. Guys, we got some super chats in. Thank you so much. We got one from Lalex. Status on world time. Okay, so Dave has come back from his holiday, and the status on the world time is that it is coming. It's in for service. Nothing has heard anything about it yet. It is coming. So my money in my term deposit has not matured yet. It matures soon. So I can't even pay for it. I'm not going to push it until my term deposit's matured, and then I can buy the watch out. So yeah, nothing. I'm just holding steady. In the meantime, I'll talk about it. I got to sell some boxes off. Nelson Oliveira, member for 9 months. Arch, you just made Angelic's day, and he's eating KFC. Okie dokie. Now let's go back and have a look at the next video. TW did something completely fucking stupid. He went and ordered. I went to the fucking toilet, and when I came back, this is what turned up. Hey guys, T-Dubs went and ordered all this shit. I gotta pay for it. What are you doing, T-Dubs? T-Dubs, how am I gonna pay for this? These are $30 a dish. T-Dubs, put that back. You put it back in the kitchen. Take it back. Tell them to take it back, T-Dubs. T-Dubs. Is it yummy? You enjoying that food there? T-Dubs has gone crazy and ordered. He's gone nuts. This is going to be like a $150 meal deal. I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. T-Dubs. What do we do?
I might have to do the dishes.
We might have to do the dishes. T-Dubs, this is expensive stuff, T-Dubs. T-Dubs has gone nuts. He's ordered the stuff. We got all sorts of yummy stuff here. Look at this stuff. It's all here. We got rice. We got tea. It's all here. It's delicious. Delicious and yummy. Look at that. Wow. Hey, T-Dubs, put that rice back. That's from the other table. Put it back. Okay. You can eat it. Eat it. Ooh, T-Dubs. Thank you. Oh. T-Dubs, what did you... What's he done? What's T-Dubs done? Holy shit. He's ordered the chicken. Holy shit. Wow. T-Dubs, what have you done there? That's expensive, T-Dubs. We were deciding which one to get, not all of them. T-Dubs told him to get them all. He'll take them all. There's a fork for you, T-Dubs. Oh. There you go, look at that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
T-Dubs, what's going on, T-Dubs? T-Dubs. He's gone and ordered it all. He's ordered it all. He said, I'll take all of the above. We were trying to decide which one. Eeny, meeny, money, mo. Yeah. Eeny, meeny, money, mo. And T-Dubs said all of the above. Look at this. Help us with the super chats, guys.
We need...
$30 to buy. Hi, guys. It's ArchieLuxury here. And T-Dub's gone and ordered fucking everything. Fucking everything. Apes sent me $40, $40 to buy $10 for fuel, $50, $10 for fuel, $40 for food, and T-Dubs went and ordered the fucking lot. He went for the crispy chicken. We went for the beef, the sweet and sour pork, the calamari. We had the braised pork, the noodles, the rice, Cokes. That's right, Cokes. Amazing. Let me show you amazing, guys. $189.10. $189.10. That is the bill. That was the bill. That was the bill, guys. That was the bill. Look at that. He ordered the lot. That's the bill. Look at that. $189. $189.10, T-Dubs. What are you going to say for yourself?
Sorry, guys.
What are you going to say for yourself?
I don't know.
What are you going to say?
What to do? I'm gonna have to go to work. You're gonna have to put me
He's going to have to get super chats, guys. Super chat now to make up for this disaster. This disaster. There we go. There we go, guys. That doesn't lie. It doesn't lie, guys. It doesn't lie. Look at this. We're back. T-Dubs, and it's embarrassing. It's really expensive. It was really dear. It was really tough. And I got to tell you something, guys. It was expensive. Was it expensive? Did you realize it would be this dear, T-Dubs?
Wow.
Yeah. So T-Dubs, I got a little gift for you from the channel.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
I got a little gift from the channel here.
Oh, no.
Here you go. Here's some.
Really?
Yeah, it's for you, T-Dubs. Nine. Actually, I tell you what. We'll make it 50. We'll call it quits. We'll give you 50. Okay. Have a pineapple.
Wow.
A pineapple for you to take home.
I don't know
A
what to say.
pineapple. Yeah, and then we're square. Because I mean, you went crazy. You ordered everything you could possibly. But there you go. There's 50 for T-Dubs. Free meal and 50. But put that in your pocket, T-Dubs. Just gonna put that in your pocket.
Yeah.
Put that away, T-Dubs. There we go. That's all wonderful meal, guys. Super chat now to make this dream a reality. There we go. There we go, guys. We love you.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck, Doc. Doc, are you there?
I am here, but I don't know if my connection's going to hold here in the morgue.
What did you think of the meal me and T-Dubs had?
You know, I'm just not in. I'm a vegetarian, so I'm the last person to ask about all that stuff.
He
Sorry.
went crazy. We're supposed to get one fucking thing to share. He went and fucking ordered everything. I didn't fucking tell him to do that. I said, which one do you want? Do you want the salt and pepper squid? Do you want the braised pork? Do you want the beef with vegetables? Do you want the crispy skin chicken? I went to the fucking toilet. He ordered the lot.
Well, you know, this is consistent with T-Dubs, isn't it? I mean, what little I know of T-Dubs, this is totally T-Dubs.
Now, fucking Apes said to me, he says, here's $200. Take T-Dubs to lunch or dinner. So I took him out. And then when I'm driving there, he texts me and says, of the $200, I want you to give TW 150 in cash.
Wait, what? That's critical information you needed up front.
Well, this is so he sends me $200. And then as I'm driving there, he says, of the 200, I want you to give TW $150 of it as cash. What are you laughing at, Doc? I don't understand. Please explain.
I'm laughing because you needed to have that information up front. That needed to be part of your original game plan. You can't just get that as a last-minute instruction.
Well, that's exactly how I feel about it. I was really pissed off, Doc.
I mean, it changes the whole. It changes the whole game plan in terms of where you're going to eat. Because now you only got $50 to play with. You thought you had more than that.
I wouldn't have fucking gone. You know, I tell you honestly, it really pissed me off. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with the request. I have to say, there's nothing wrong with the request.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to fund a nice meal with T-Dubs when I've got hardly any fucking money? You understand?
It just changes the whole thing, and you know, maybe even if it was just, you know, $100 for the meal and the rest of the money going to Dubs, maybe that'd be a little easier to deal with.
But do you understand, don't you, or not?
Oh yeah, no, I get it. You know, because you already told Dubs where you were going. You're already on the way there. You already made plans there.
T-Dubs picked the fucking place. I didn't pick it.
Yeah, but you went along. But you went along with it because you thought, oh, okay, well, it's covered,
We got
so it's fine.
$200, no expense spared. It'll be fine. There's no worries. It'll be fine. What I didn't realize is that they reneged on it. You understand or not? They reneged.
It's not really reneging, but Apes is a good guy, very good guy. And he had good intentions with the whole setup. Very good.
Yeah, but he gets angry with me now. He goes, "Oh, you didn't give T-Dubs the $200 that I asked you to do." He said, "You didn't do what I told you to do."
Well, what did you do? Did you give him 100?
No, I gave him 50. The meal was $190 fucking dollars. Parking was $6, and I had to put gas in the fucking Beamer.
Wow.
When I drive in sports mode, the gas doesn't last long. Do you understand? Come on, Doc, back me up. When you drive in sports mode, it doesn't fucking last long.
I don't have a sports mode in my M3. Everything is sports mode when I drive. So it's just the way it is.
But do you understand why I'm angry or not?
I get it. You know, it's upsetting. It's you know, I came on actually to upset the punters with a little bit of conspiracy talk because I do have to leave, unfortunately. You know, it's a big Super Bowl day today. That's why there's less viewers, probably. You know this already, right?
It's a Super Bowl day.
Yeah, there's this thing called the Super Bowl where one football team plays another football team and people arbitrarily decide which team they want to win.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you know, like medium legend, Toyota Mo, he's a big 49er fan. He wants to see the 49ers win. I feel bad for him.
Fuck. You know, Doc, because I don't know what to say with you at times.
Well, you know, because it's rigged, you see. It's rigged. That's why, you know, I just came on to say it's rigged real quick. Just because, you know, if I don't spout a new conspiracy theory every now and again, people get a little upset.
Just give me 1 minute, Doc.
You mean I got to cover you?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, I don't know how to do that. Let's see what the punters are saying out there, huh? What do we got going on there, huh? Yeah, exactly. Super Bowl Sunday. It's a brawl, in fact. And it's interesting that you said Super Brawl Sunday there. That's an excellent point that I might have. And I'm going to have to remember that's G. God. That's critical calling it Super Brawl instead of Super Bowl, because some would say the Super Bowl is a lot like WWE. That's right, friend. And that the Super Bowl is real sport.
Doc, let me ask you something. We stayed at the
WWE.
Doc, we stayed at the Win together. Did you like that? When me and you stayed at the Win?
Oh yeah, I loved it. I was just answering to one of our members, G. Godwa, who pointed out that the Super Bowl is actually Super Brawl. It's actually Super Brawl Sunday, because see, they have this artist named Taylor Swift, and for PR purposes, they've decided that she's dating a football player on one of the teams. And so the NFL would benefit from having that team win. So that way, all of her fans, who are mostly women, would be potentially watching the Super Bowl in the same way that the Super Bowl fans that are mostly guys, might be listening to Taylor Swift. So it's a win-win for both of them.
Is it real?
Anyway.
Do they really have a romance? Do they fuck? Do they fuck? Can I ask you that?
There are a lot of people on the record saying that they don't seem to be in a real relationship, that are people who
Do
know
they
them.
fuck?
There's no evidence. But it's weird, you know.
So it's a marriage of convenience.
Yes. Yeah, marriage of convenience. Exactly. It's weird because the singer, I don't know too much about her, but she was on stage and she had a wardrobe malfunction. And interestingly, because it's approaching the Super Bowl, the last big wardrobe malfunction Super Bowl wise was Janet Jackson showing her nipple. Remember?
I love Janet Jackson. I think she's very sexy.
Well, especially back then. This was a decade or more ago, and
we got the Rancher on.
Nipple.
Oh, I was going to come on and render assistance, but it looks like Doc's has it.
We were talking nipples, Rancher.
Yeah.
Something you quite like.
Looks like Doc, appreciate it. Thanks. You got the shift tonight. Bye.
Rancher, what's? Jeez, he wasn't very.
Do you know what he was saying?
No.
What was he saying?
The nipple. What? I like a good nipple, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. But the reason I brought it up was because Taylor Swift, singer chick, she had a wardrobe malfunction of her own recently.
Oh, what happened?
There was some kind on stage and it blew her skirt.
I don't know if I really like Taylor Swift. Is she that good? I don't even know what she sings. What does she sing exactly?
I'm not a fan. I don't really know, but I do know that I saw it in the news that there's, and she had a diaper on. That's kind of weird.
What? You have a diaper on? Why?
Well, her fans, they've written articles about her fans wearing diapers because they don't want to miss anything when she's singing on stage. They're mostly women. And they don't want to miss anything, so they wear diapers to her concerts. It's weird, but I don't know why she would wear a diaper. Because she's
is that a turn on?
So
is diapers a turn on for you, Doc?
Not for me. Maybe I'm not young enough to have it as a turn on. You know, maybe it's a hip young thing. Doc? You know,
would diapers turn you on, Doc? We got a super chat. We got a super chat from Thomas Burnett. What was the tastiest dish at the restaurant? I got to tell you, they were all really nice, all really expensive. But I would have to say T-Dubs really liked the chicken, the crispy skin chicken. That was a winner chicken dinner. That was a big winner chicken microwaved dinner. Okay, the chicken, that was actually a big winner with T-Dubs. He liked that. And I don't blame him. T-Dubs has got good taste. He had really good taste, okay? What do you think there, Doc?
Well,
you're vegetarian.
I'm
so it doesn't
I'm
really matter.
So it's like, I don't know if I have good input. I can say that while I'm not really anybody to speak to about this whole diaper thing for Taylor Swift, I know that a certain individual would love to smell her diaper.
You know, the funny thing is, it's called incontinence. They're called incontinence pads. And did you know in Japan they sell more adult diapers than baby diapers?
No, that's just a fetish thing apparently in Japan, right?
No, it's because the population's aging and people aren't really having children because it's so expensive to have children.
I see. I understand. It's not like they sell remarkably huge number more of adult diapers. They just sell ridiculously lower amounts of baby diapers.
Because the people aren't having kids.
Because there's no kids, so there's no baby diapers.
See, Japan doesn't have an immigration policy because they don't want to open their country up, which is their choice, I suppose. We got another super chat, this time from Golden Barber, $5. Doc either doesn't understand sports or the word arbitrary. Arbitrary. What is Can you explain arbitrary, Doc?
It's just a 50-50 concept. Hey, I'm here to break bubbles. That's why I'm here. Just like his avatar is showing a bunch of bubbles being broken. I'm here to break bubbles. And for people who want to believe that it's a fair game and there's nothing rigged about it, unlike everything else in the world, unlike politics, unlike, well, you name it. You name it in this world. Everything's rigged. But the football game is not rigged, Archie. It's not rigged. Everything else is rigged. But the football game is not rigged. It's not.
Now, Doc. I wanted to talk to you, okay?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to talk to you about watch boxes. What's your view on watch boxes? Yes, no, maybe. Tell me your story on watch boxes. Do you like them? Do you hate them?
I like them. I think they're very attractive, I think that, but you're going to get an arbitrary opinion from me, a random opinion, if as it were, because I don't see. I've had a Speedmaster stolen from me. I had a transitional Speedmaster, as you remember.
Hey, I had my whole fucking collection stolen from me, Doc.
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought that up. Sorry. There. Am I still there?
Yes. Oh, no, it's okay. Talk.
Did I lose you?
Talk freely.
Did I lose myself?
No, we're here, Doc. We can hear you. Doc, I can hear you. I can hear you, Doc. It's all good.
Oh, okay. There's something funny going on with my computer. What I was going to say is that I only keep the shitters in a watch box. And the good watches, I keep them in the safe or somewhere less obvious in case somebody decides to break in, which isn't likely, but it could happen.
I wanted to ask you if you wanted to buy a watch box. Would you buy a watch box? This is my Boiferous watch box. What do you think of that?
I think it's one of your nicer watch boxes, I have to say.
Do you like the green? It's Rolex green.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely one of your nicer watch boxes. It goes with my Rolex watch boxes.
Did I tell you my wife doesn't like the fucking Oyster Perpetual I bought her after the robbery? She wants a fucking Cartier Tank Francais quartz.
Wow, you should have listened to Bear on that one, huh? Well, actually, you said that
Bear's advice. Fuck Bear's advice.
Actually, Bear's advice was to take your advice. You said that women prefer Cartier.
Fuck them.
I know, it's weird.
You fucking do what I want. You fucking do what I want, okay?
Well, it was a gift, though, right? From you to her? It was a gift, right? Wasn't it? It was a gift, wasn't it?
It was it was the insurance payout because she lost a lot of stuff as well in the robbery.
But I mean, since it was a gift, the idea is that you're trying to get her something that you believe she will enjoy.
Fuck that, Doc.
It's a gift, so she's supposed to actually receive the gift.
Next, you tell me they got to enjoy sex.
No, I'm saying that she's supposed to appreciate
Doc,
it as a gift.
They ain't supposed to do fuck all, okay? Let me explain it to you. They don't do fuck all, Doc.
Oh, you know, ABC asked me to do this. Archie, 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 super chat.
Super chat. Where have you been? We got one from Ross Rachel Brady. Ross Rachel Brady. Archie, get the underwear out of the pilot briefcase and show us again. You're going to get me into trouble, Ross.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't even do my.
Do you want to see what it looks like in the watch box? Do you want to see what you think of this, Doc? How does that look?
I have to look and see.
Collection.
You know, what I don't understand is where's Danny?
What?
Where's Surdy Danny and the folks who don't care about the Super Bowl? Where are they at?
Hmm.
You know, like I said, that's actually one of the nicer watch boxes that you have, in my opinion. You know, aesthetically speaking. Yeah. Yeah. But why are you getting rid of it? I didn't think it was that expensive.
No, it was expensive. No, because what happened is I bought some other watch boxes.
I love you too, Ross. I love you.
I would like to sell this to somebody in Australia because it takes ages to fucking get these. And I would really like to. I bought the LV box. You know the LV box, Doc.
Well, see, that's the thing I understand. The LV box being more expensive, maybe you can get something out of it by selling it. But
you reckon sell the LV box?
Yeah. Plus
but
the
you
LV.
Keep the boisterous one, the boisterous one.
Yeah, well, that's a nicer looking box, in my opinion, and also you're not going to get as much money for that one as you would for the LV. The LV is kind of worth it to sell it. In other words, this one, for the amount you're going to get, you might as well just keep it, right? Because you're going to use it. Don't you? You use watch boxes, right?
I'm just going to try and find. I got a couple pairs of underwear. Let me just see if I've got more underwear.
Oh, for Ross?
Yeah, I'm trying to find. Because it's going to cause trouble. Because I fucking lost a pair of underwear. If I don't find it, I'm fucked.
Why doesn't Ross come on the show? Ross, why don't you come on the show?
Let me have a look if I can find this underwear. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Just give me a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where the fuck did I put this underwear? Who the fuck loses underwear? Can I ask you that?
You're completely saying this. Consider that your own exam. Did you find it yet?
I'm just looking. Just bear with me.
All right. Well, while you're looking, I'll check out what the
Keep
chat
talking.
says.
I can hear you. I'm just down here. I can hear you. Is that underwear? If I don't fucking find it, I'm gonna be in big trouble. What happens if the wife finds it?
Well,
how do I fucking explain that?
Is it men's or women's?
It's women's. It's another woman.
Sorry, had to ask. I didn't see it.
What the fuck, Doc? Don't be like that to me.
No, I could have. I wanted to clarify and make sure. Well, here's the thing. You what if you said it was a gift? Huh? You
used
said, hey.
underwear?
Oh, it's used. Oh, that's not good. That's not going to work.
That's why I wanted it, Doc.
That's why Ross wanted to see it. I understand. Yes.
Fuck, where did I fucking put it? I can't find the fucking thing. Let me have a look. I'm having a look, Doc. By the way, it's Valentine's Day.
Is it really?
On Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you guys have yours earlier than
No,
we do.
no, we have ours is the 14th. What's
that's
yours?
exactly when we do it.
Yeah.
Amazing. But what a lot of guys do is they kind of pretend to have a breakup. They kind of say things like I need my space and I'm not good for you and things like that. And they work their way down to just one woman because it's hard to go out with 3 women on the same day, right? And so that's one thing that a lot of guys do. I'm speaking a lot of guys, not myself, obviously. And one of the other things that a lot of guys do is they just have a little breakup with all of them. And then there's no roses and there's no dinner and all the other things that, you know, guys are supposed to do, even though they're not supposed to do it, but they are still supposed to do it. It's that wild in-betweenness of the modern, independent, women's liberation, feminist. At the same time, we're supposed to take you out to dinner and give you a bunch of roses.
And we're supposed to pay the bill. We're supposed to pay the bill.
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to pay. But also, we're supposed to apparently also have a vase for the roses. Don't just give roses. You have to give them in a vase.
Oh, why is that?
It's just what's expected.
What a vase? What sort of vase?
Anything where you can put the food in it to keep the roses alive longer or whatever. They're basically dying once they're cut. But anyway, that's just logic.
I don't understand, Doc.
Hey, I don't claim to understand either. I'm just reporting the news. I'm just reporting it. That's what a lot of guys I've listened to over the years. This is a tactic that they've come with. Now, obviously, these are guys that are desirable guys. You know, these aren't the guys that are the desperate guys.
What's a desperate guy? Define desperate.
Desperate. That's the guy who doesn't get very many dates and maybe doesn't have a steady girlfriend and all of that.
Why doesn't he have to be married? It sounds like somebody who's married, Doc.
Well, that's a different kind of desperation, as I'm familiar with. But yes, that is desperate too.
We've got Mike the Snake. How are you, Mr. Snake?
I'm doing okay.
What's going on?
What's going on, Mikey?
Hey, what's going on, Doc?
You sound sick.
No, just really tired.
You don't have a cold or something?
Underwear, guys.
No, not at all. Feeling fine.
Did you just wake up? That's not possible. You couldn't have just woken up. It's too late for that.
I did sleep in, but never till 3 o'clock. That would probably be close to a record. I've always been an early bird, but
do you have any vitamin D there handy? Just
possibly.
Whatever you normally would take if you're feeling sick. I'd like to see you do that because you sound like you're picking up a cold or something. You probably can't tell.
I've been outside in the cold garage. I've been working on my car all day yesterday and all till now.
Well, you gotta take.
Do you love the car, Mike? Do you love the car?
Oh yeah, it's insane. It's great.
Do you love it or not? I'm asking you.
Yes, absolutely love it.
Well, when you say that, you mean you love it as as much as you can love an inanimate object, obviously.
Exactly. I don't love it like Ross loves his inanimate objects.
Oh, you mean medium ass?
Yeah. No, I don't love it that way, but yeah, it's just like changing the oil on one of these cars is completely different than on a regular car. And
What's that?
well, it holds so much more oil, and it holds the oil in a separate tank. It doesn't hold it in the engine, and or it holds some in the engine. But when you change oil, you have to take it out and drive it for 45 minutes, get everything really hot, good and warm, and then bring it in, and then jack it up on jack stands, and then drain both the engine and the tank of oil, and then fill the tank up with oil and start the car and get everything recirculating, and then final adjust the oil level.
I love doing oil changes on my car. Now that I figured out the easy way to do it, and they made it so convenient, race ready.
1995.
Do you pump it? Do you pump it out, Doc? Do you pump it out? Have you tried pumping it out?
I pump it out. Everything's right on the top. I can all it is popping a lid, changing the filter takes me about 1 minute. 1 minute to change the filter.
What kind of pump do you use? One of those hand pumps?
No. I bought a specific pump for about $20 off of eBay or
what
Amazon.
What sort of oil do you run there?
Well, mine is a BMW, so it's specifically a BMW oil.
Yeah, I had one that you connected to your drill, and it used garden hose sized, hoses that you plugged on each end, and you'd stick one end in this, whatever you were draining, and the other end out into whatever container you were draining into, and you ran your drill.
That's similar. This is similar. All it is a little. Oh boy, it's probably the size. Maybe it's twice the size of your fist, but it's a small little pump, and you just let it run until it's done, which is maybe 10 minutes. So you stick a little hose goes into the dipstick, and then you have the exit hose. Okay. Exit hose goes out of out to a bucket, whatever bucket you want to use.
Sure.
And you just let it run for 10 or 15 minutes, come back, and it's done.
Well, that would work for the tank portion of this oil change, but the other 2 or 3 or 4 quarts that are left in the engine and the oil lines, you can't get at.
Well, I mean, obviously in a 930 or any Porsche that's oil cooled, it's a little different system, or a lot different system.
Yeah, it's a dry sump, so it doesn't have an oil pan. The oil's kept in a tank, and that part's easy enough to change. That changes like a normal car, but then the oil around the engine oil, there's a small amount of oil that does linger in the bottom of the engine, especially after you shut it off and it sits for a while. And there's a round 6-bolt disc that holds a screen that you have to take off, and then 2-3 quarts of oil comes out of the bottom of the engine. And so you got to drain that as well to get all the oil out. And then you got to put it all back together, and then refill it, and then start it and get it warm again. And then then you check the oil with the engine running at the tank. And so you put in like a quart or 2 less than you think you're gonna need, and you bring it up to temperature again, and then check your oil levels and add as necessary. With 14 quarts, it's like you can be 2-3 quarts low, won't fucking matter. But it's just for one person to be doing it, it's a really long process. At least it was for me. And it was for my race car too. That had a tank up front that held 4 gallons. And
I just like at least in my case, I like the convenience of doing it without.
Oh yeah, I love that little pump I had on the drill. The only problem is I spun it backwards one time and broke it. Just plain broke it. It was only meant to spin in one direction. And
once again, Mikey, we have a super chat directed at you.
Super chat. Where have you been? We got a super chat from. Actually, just before we get onto that super chat, can I show you something very important? I was looking for the other.
You're going to
pair
show
of
us the underwear? The underwear?
Yeah, I couldn't find. Fuck, I'm in trouble because.
Can
okay,
we
so
call
there
it?
we go.
Can we call it Watergate? At
There
this
we
point?
go. So this is the underwear, which beautiful.
I think the tomatoes are probably directed at Car Talk rather than at your underwear.
And then, okay, that's one pair, but I also got a backup pair for when I travel.
Backup every pun intended. Yeah.
Wow. You got a whole variety, huh?
Yeah, I quite like these.
Are those the underwear that you wanted to see? Ross,
same woman.
Ross,
These are from the
Rachel?
same woman. Okay, they're from the same lady. So there you go. That's the same. I love those. You know what? If someone offered me
a little larger than I expected.
If someone offered me $1,000 for them, I would not sell them.
That's not.
I
Mrs.
would not
Lie.
sell them. Sorry?
Those aren't Mrs. Lies.
Yes, they are.
Really? They're larger than I expected.
No, she's very petite. She's only, I can lift her up. She's about 50 kilos. She's 110 pounds. What's that?
110 pounds? That's pretty light.
Yeah. She's 110 pounds. Very tall, but very light. Now, next super chat. So I wanted to give Ross Rachel Brady value. Thomas Burdett, £2. Doc, thoughts on the 6265 big red cosmograph? So let's get that fuckers. Let's get the fuck this on the screen. I'm going to bring it up on the screen because we can. Otherwise, people don't know what I'm talking about. Well, what Doc is talking about. It's the Rolex 6265.
It's what Thomas Burnett is talking about.
There we go.
But he wants my thoughts on it. I mean,
yes, sir.
It's it's gorgeous, right? You know it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, Doc. I would have totally agree with you there. Yes, sir.
And I'm not saying it's gorgeous because it's a Rolex. When I fell in love with the whole luxury watch concept, I had no idea what I was looking at. I didn't know it was a Rolex. I just knew, wow, that is an attractive watch. And then I spotted the gold version and I said, wow, that is what I want. And then I found out it was a Rolex, and then I found out it was crazy money, and then I stopped.
He went and proceeded to buy it.
Well, I did eventually get a gold, but only because it was.
You know why you need to own that Daytona, Doc? You know why you need to own that Daytona?
Because sometimes.
Do you know why you need to own the Daytona? Do you know why, Doc? Yes or no? Do you know why?
There are many reasons, but I don't know the reason that you intend.
Because otherwise, you've got to stand as a beacon for anyone who wants to do medicine. There are rewards for the sacrifice that is involved to become a doctor. It's not easy. It's very competitive. It's very difficult. And you get to have good toys. Well, lazy people don't get the toys. Do you understand that?
But you know the reality, most people don't even know what it is when I'm wearing it.
Well, that's because but it doesn't matter. You know what it is.
I know what it is, yes. A few people do know what it is.
Other people.
Did I tell you when I went to a grocery store one time and the person who was checking, her son was an ArchieLuxury fan. And when she saw my pre-Daytona, initially she thought it was a Patek and she was confused and she said, "What is that?" And then we got into a discussion about watches.
Did you ask her out?
No, she was a bit older, and I don't usually do that.
Ross, get Ross there. A bit older. That's perfect, Doc. By the way, Doc, I forgot to show you my new key ring. Look at my new key ring, Doc.
Oh. Ha. 3 series.
Yeah,
Very
wasn't
nice.
that expensive. It wasn't. I
pretty
got this
cool.
from a dealer.
Is it a BMW? It's official BMW
It's
key
official.
ring?
It's from the BMW dealer. Yes, yes.
Oh, sometimes that can be like $100.
It's cheaper than that.
Good. Excellent.
I love it because I have a full set of keys and I have a compact set. I like to have a compact set, you know. Now we got another super chat in from John C. Hey Mike, are Snap-on tools worth the high price? Good question.
If you're a professional mechanic, yes. They make a lot of specialty tools. If you're doing a job, you might seek them out. It depends. I mean, Harbor Freight, which makes the cheapest tools, makes a lot of really good tools that'll totally satisfy your needs. But if you're a professional and you're using your tools every day, then the tools that you use every day are probably worth getting Snap-on. Yeah, but they're very expensive.
Mikey, what do you think of my watch box? I put the collection in here today for you. What do you think?
That looks very nice.
What do you think, Doc?
I love it. Love the reverse.
Sure. I wanted to give Thomas a little more value for his super chat and just mention that unlike the current Rolex, back in the 60s, there was a lot of variability of dials. As obviously you've talked about that far more and know more about that than I could ever spout. But when it comes to the Big Red, it has to do with the size of the font, and some of them had smaller font. I'm not even actually sure why the Big Red, the larger font, became the thing to have, but my guess is that more of them had small than large. The large was more rare, and that's why it's sought after. But I don't know that for sure. I'm just guessing.
What model was the Big Red made on?
Oh, that's the
Submariner.
No, the 4 digits Daytonas, and he asked specifically about 6265.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And where it says Daytona, it's in red,
Uh-huh.
and it's over the 6 o'clock subdial. They have curved over the top.
And
well,
it's
some
red.
of them say it in tiny lettering, and some of it say it in larger lettering, and it varied from even within the same year. You get various dials, and there just wasn't the same kind of. I'm not going to call it quality control per se, but there wasn't the same consistency. Perfect word, Mikey. There wasn't the same consistency between dials from that Rolex manufacturer. They were all high quality, but they just lacked that uniformity. And so some of them were big and some of them were slightly smaller. It's only slightly different, only slightly. Sure. But it's enough that some of them are called Big Red, and that's a picture of it that he's got.
Any variation, when it comes to Rolex, like their Sea Dwellers have the.
But I mean, seriously,
they have the red line.
So many variations. Exactly. Some of this stuff doesn't make any difference. Like there's so many variables here. It doesn't. Sometimes it really doesn't make much difference.
Exactly.
People think they're all super valuable, but only certain ones are. Super valuable. And that's the thing, really. People get the wrong idea.
Well, and that's easy. It's easy to do. That's easy to do, but aesthetically, I like my Daytonas that don't have that at all. Like one of the 6239s I have, it just says Daytona up at the top. It's one of the lines. It says Daytona. It's not in red. It's nothing fancy. I love it. So aesthetically, I can live with them all, and I like the variety.
It's
Yes.
nice to have a variety of Daytonas.
Well, I'm very fortunate and lucky, and I know that. And getting back to what Archie was saying, I think that a lot of, first of all, the people at Costco that would never fight me over having a Daytona, they don't know what it is, and but the other docs, they don't know either. I mean, it's just we're a very small community. I would say, maybe what 1% of the population. What would you say, Archie? In terms of people who appreciate luxury watches, know anything about them?
Well, in Asia, I think it's higher.
Yeah.
In Asia, I think it's higher. The numbers are higher.
I think you're right.
But
when I was in Tokyo a few years ago, I think I told you that the guy at the desk and I bonded because I saw he was wearing a Speedmaster, but I didn't recognize it because it was a Japanese blue dial. And so I didn't know what it was. I just knew it looked like a Speedmaster, but it was blue. And I said, that's not really a Speedmaster. And eventually I had to ask him, what is that watch? I like that watch. What is that watch? I thought it was a Speedmaster. And he goes, it is a Speedmaster. And then we talked for about a half an hour.
Wow.
English was extremely good too. Very good.
Wow. Doc, I wanted to ask you something. I wanted to ask you,
yes.
What did you think, Doc? What did you think of the 321, the way it's gone crazy? Do you think that is a good thing, or is it worth the money, or it's not worth? What do you think? Because JJ, he's your friend. He had one, and now he says he's perfectly happy. He's perfectly happy with the he said he's perfectly happy with the Speedmaster, the 3861. What do you think of that, Doc?
Well, didn't he get out of the 321 to get into one of his Patek?
Yeah, but what do you think?
Well, I mean, maybe you remember, maybe you don't remember. I haven't posted a lot of pictures of it, but I got into a first Amiga in space, right?
Yes.
I was on the 3 issue, but I didn't like the crystal on it. I didn't like a number of things on it. I thought the dial was too sterile for me. And then I thought I'll just buy a real vintage 321 white. And I liked it because I wanted to wear it. Worrying the thing was going to break on me. And honestly, I don't think that a 321 Ed White vintage is as rugged as a vintage Daytona. I would not feel as safe about wearing it. So the first Amiga in space was a perfect compromise. And my first Amiga in space, as Bear would love it because he's into this, it's been modded a little bit. So it's closer to a true vintage.
Did you put them back? This worries me with modding, is that people forget to put them back. You know, it's like when they do cars, they say, oh, I'll keep these wheels, and they can always put them back, but they get lost. This is how it happens. Do you understand? That's why I'm sort of...
I wasn't going to spill the beans, but I'll talk about it. I'll spill the beans. So
yeah,
the dial on the first Amiga in space, I don't know if the first Amiga in space was not intended to be a reissue. Like the Breitling 765 I have is a complete reissue. Looks just like the 1953. It's a real reissue. But in 2012, the first Amiga in space was just supposed to be a tribute. It wasn't supposed to be a reissue. So it's not really like a 2298 at all. I mean, I'm sorry. It's a lot like a 2298, maybe 90%, 80% like a 2298. I mean, a 2998. But it's not like 1962 Speedmaster. The logo is applied, but it's not the same logo that was used, but it is applied, but it's not the same. The script isn't the same. It's there, but it's not the same. And so what I did is I swapped in a broad arrow dial, because that one is like 1962. It's like a 1962 service dial. And I love it. It's slightly grayed, as you would expect a vintage dial to be, as opposed to First Amiga in Space is a nice deep black, but I don't even think they were like that in 1962 when it was brand new. But I'm happy with my little mods, and I can put it back anytime I want. I've got the dial safely sitting.
But what happens if you passes? How would somebody find this stuff?
That's a good point. Maybe.
Like, how would your sister be able to put this back together?
Who says that? Who says I'm not going to survive her? But I would hope that it's a slow lingering.
Why don't you leave it? Why don't you write a document on this? Why don't you leave a document on this, Doc?
Maybe I should write something up. Maybe that's a good idea, to write something up. I'm getting older now. I'm hitting the 50 thing. I'm getting old. It's time.
You're not
time
that
to write
old.
It all up. Well, I mean,
Doc, when are you? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My connection is terrible.
That's okay, Doc. I wanted to ask you. I really wanted to ask you, what are you buying this year?
Well, I mean, I bought this Speedmaster, and that's supposed to be it. I really wasn't supposed to buy that. You know, I told myself, I'm out, I'm happy, I'm not getting any more watches. And then I got the Speedmaster. And once I finish with it, that's it. Was that your call?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
There's one more modification I'm doing with it that, well, it's going to cause some problems for people.
Oh, here's a great super chat from Thomas Burnett, £2. Opinions on screw down pushers, are they annoying? So with many of the Rolexes, they have screw down, because I had a Daytona, the Maserati, that had screw pushers. Some of the Daytonas that Docs, you've got screw down and non-screw down, don't you, Doc? They're not all screw down, aren't they?
Yeah, the first series of the vintage Daytona, the original vintage Daytona, the 6239, it was just simple pusher. And I would say that the screw down pushers increase the presence on the wrist. It appears a more sizable watch because of that. I think that's the reason a lot of people prefer the later, such as the 6265 that's on the screen or was on the screen. And I personally, I like them both. So I don't know if I could say I like one more than the other, but if I had to choose, I'd choose a screw down. I choose a screw down partly for function and partly for wrist presence and just the general look. And you have to admit that I'm not sure they should get credit for it, but Rolex probably does get credit as one of the first to have a screw down pusher on their chronograph. I'd have to research this to see if they really were the first.
The thing is, the problem with the normal pushers is it damages the integrity. It's a catch-22.
It's not a true oyster. It's not an oyster case if you've just got a regular push button.
Yeah,
right there.
But I find by the time you've unscrewed the pushers on the Daytona, whatever you were timing has finished.
Well, but here's the realistic thing. Most people aren't using the watch to time events anyway. Let's just keep it real. Most
time
people aren't. You time an egg. Yeah. What do you do?
Barbecue like a steak. How long? Like
That's
sometimes I wonder how long has that steak been on. I just use the.
But
You know what I really love, Doc, is the Breguet Type 21. It's got the minute recorder is a second hand. It's the way it's done on the Breguet is so clever.
Not just the Breguet, but a Breitling Type 20 as well. But yes, I know what you speak of because it's more usable that way. It's more usable. Most events are short. Most events are short. You don't really need it to go as long as most chronographs go. So, a 15-minute round is fine.
Like sex. It's over before you started.
Yes. I probably shouldn't think about that too much, but yes. Having is far less pleasing a thing after all than wanting. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you're a Star Trek fan, aren't you? I love Spock.
You know
he was Ukrainian. Did you know that?
I did not know that, but I did know that his character was not supposed to be that critical to the show. He garnished far more attention than was planned, and William Shatner thought he was the star of the show, and he was a bit upset that there was more fan mail coming in for Leonard Nimoy than himself. So that's kind of fascinating. But I like William Shatner. I think he's an interesting character, great actor.
He's aged well, hasn't he?
And you know why? It's his attitude. He's a voracious reader. He wants to know things. He did a great interview with who did he do an interview with recently, or relatively recently? Mike Tyson. I mean, he doesn't have to do that. He could retire and relax. He wants to do these things. He's interesting that way. He's just craving of knowledge of all kinds, and he was doing this interviewing thing because he was curious about people. So he was interviewing Mike Tyson. I wish I could remember.
He was in LA Law. What was that law program? He did really well. What was that program? I'm trying to remember.
That's the one where
Boston Legal, wasn't it? Boston Legal.
Boston Legal. Very appropriately, he had dementia and was jokingly calling it mad cow disease. How appropriate, given that our president Joe Biden was deemed unable to stand trial competently, and therefore they won't prosecute him.
Look, I got to be honest with you. I'm not anti-Biden. I think no matter what side's in, the media fucking they don't fucking give you a break. It's easy to fuck things up. I fucked up more things than most people have fucked things up.
I think most people who are being objective would say that they went much harder at Trump than they ever did at Biden. Now, until recently, till this event, where now they are admitting that he's senile and probably has dementia, that's a new thing. Before that, you weren't allowed to say anything like that. So I think it's because they're going to replace him at the convention. And this is all a preparation for that. More conspiracy talk. We're not supposed to do this, but you asked. So
now we got another super chat, Doc. We got a super chat. Thomas Burnett, Archie, what paddock moon phase do you like the most? A 5712 / that's a Nautilus, a Celestial, a Sky Moon, or something else? That's actually a really good question from Thomas. I got to tell you, this is a really good question because I think myself the moon phase is a beautiful thing to have. I love a moon phase. My favorite moon phase, I got to tell you, is actually in the annual calendars. I'm going to call it up. I'm going to call it up for you. It's just a simple watch. I like the Patek 5396. Okay. think this as a moon phase is just fucking surreal. Now, I like it because it also goes back to when this is also very similar to the first automatic perpetual calendar Paddock did. And I think this is the most beautiful moon phase. That's just my opinion. You can take it for what it's worth. The Nautilus, I think the Nautilus is too fucking hypey. Everyone who gets it is kind of a hype star. I don't actually. I mean, I think it's a hype. I'd rather have this.
The other thing about that choice of Nautilus in terms of a moon phase, and I know it's directed at you, Archie, but I would argue that the Nautilus is much nicer when it's a clean dial. That's just me. The simple Nautilus is fine for me.
I got a question for you, Doc.
Yes, sir.
This is an interesting question that Warren Buffett posed. Imagine you could have any car in the world.
Oh, okay.
Any car in the world.
You know, I thought you said, I was thinking Jimmy Buffett, but you said Warren Buffett. So
no, that's right. Jimmy Buffett. Sorry, Warren Buffett, the billionaire.
No, I just got confused in my mind. I was thinking of a more relaxed.
He's actually related to Jimmy Buffett. Did you know that?
Jimmy Buffett and Warren Buffett were related?
Yes.
Like cousins or something?
Something like that, distantly related.
That's wild.
Now, what I wanted to tell you was, imagine you could have any car you wanted. There's only one proviso.
Okay.
You can have any car you want. That's got to be your only car that you keep for the rest of your life. It's the only car you're allowed to own. Now, that's an interesting equation. You think, fuck, you can have any car. So something like a Lamborghini. You say, oh, okay, I want a Lamborghini. Huracan.
But then can you use that on a daily? That's
exactly. Why it'd be a bitch. Right?
Interesting
question. And then could you imagine the service costs? It would bankrupt you.
Oh no, I knew a heart surgeon who had a Ferrari, same sort of thing. He claimed that it was $20,000 a year in tires.
Now,
something special about the tires.
So the question I have is, right, say you could have any car you wanted. Any car you wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, what would it be?
That was your one car, right?
Forever. That's your one car forever, not just until I get another one. No, forever, for life.
Now, I got another question for you. Apply the same rules, Doc. Apply the same rules to watches, because
I knew where you were going.
My God, I'd like to own some amazing watches, but what the fuck can you really, really, truly have? A watch you could have every day. Mark Goldberg, how are you? My favorite dog trainer. I love you.
My favorite pontiff. My favorite Doc. My favorite Mike.
What? There.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Happy to be here.
Save us, Mark.
As usual, Doc, your internet. Did you connect the truck battery this morning?
That's what I meant. You know.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, Archie, but Doc uses a telephone that he got with his Model T Ford.
Hey, Doc. I want to ask you something very quickly. Sorry, I want to ask Marky something. Marky.
Yes. Darling. Yes.
I got both for us
watch box came in yesterday. I want to show this to you.
Oh, Jesus.
What do you think of my collection in that? What do you think? Yes, no? What do you think?
Well, I have a $12 Amazon box that fits 2 more than that one fits.
I deliberately wanted a 6 because I've got an 8 in the. What do you think of that?
What happened to the it's very nice, dear. Very nice. Very, very nice. Do you have a credit card left? No. Does the wife have a credit card left? I mean, are you on her Amazon?
That's what paid for this.
I feel like I remember the day that you barbecued. You threw another shrimp on the Barbie along with your Visa card. Do you remember that video?
Yes.
When you barbecued the Visa card to stop yourself from doing
that looks, I mean, as a gay man, you don't think that looks absolutely beautiful in the green?
I'm wearing a baseball cap and flannel. I'm not like you're in a shitter. So I'm not a good gay man. I'm a bad gay. It's lovely.
Yeah, you're dressed a little bit trapper today, Mark.
Trapper John?
A little bit.
Like a millionaire. You're dressed like a millionaire.
You know what? Maybe it's more like if Ted Kaczynski was gay, you know, the Unabomber. Hey, you have a super chat right here on the board.
Super chat. Yankee Doodle, $5. The same sort of characters that are into Rolex are now into Patek. Unsavory is the word that comes to mind. Good point. Very, very good point. You don't love that? You really don't love that, Mark? The green.
It's nice, but I'm not a box guy. Well, you know, obviously, you know, I'm not a box guy. Listen, Doc, what do you think?
Hardy ha!
I've got a theory, Doc, and here's my theory. As the as the floodwaters rise, you know, with the draining prices, the floodwaters are rising, and people are hitting for the roof, and that's like Patek.
Yes.
So they're aiming up now, you know, with Patek. But hey, listen, if prices are down on Rolex, that just means it's easier to get Rolex for those of us who buy them because we like them. Right?
That's true. Especially those who crave the sports Rolex.
You are one step closer to that Paul Newman that you crave.
Well, I don't know about that. The vintage market is completely different.
Yeah, I
gotta say, that's and you don't know what's going on with that. And I don't think I'd ever even really be comfortable getting a vintage Paul Newman because there's something about not knowing if it's really authentic. That would just drive me nuts.
That's the problem with vintage.
Well, it's especially a problem with a Paul Newman because there's every reason, like I think of you know, a couple 100,000 reasons to take a regular Daytona and turn it into a Paul Newman.
Well, you like the whole concept of the Franken watch, but you like it. You don't want to be victimized.
When I make it Franken, and I got the original part.
He's the Franken.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to get Frankened. I don't want to get Frankened.
You want to be Franken. Yeah, you know what? Doc owns a Submariner with a Yachtmaster seconds hand on it, and
but I've got it's
high polished. The whole thing.
But I got it for less than 4,000.
Yeah, no, and you like it,
because some rich guy wanted it his way, and they made it that way, and then they couldn't sell it. No one wanted to buy it.
I wonder what. You know what? It takes a special kind of buyer to buy a Submariner with a red Yachtmaster seconds hand on a Jubilee bracelet, high polished. It takes a special kind of.
It was the polished part that was more the issue. They actually offered to swap an original sweep on it. I said, no, leave it the way it is.
Exactly.
Leave it the way it is. I'll swap it later if I want.
How do you feel about spinners on, you know, for wheels on cars? Do you like spinners?
I'm not even really sure what you're talking about.
You don't know what spinners are? Archie, tell them what spinners are. Like
spinners are on my BMW. It always says BMW upright because it spins. The logo.
Yes. You know what? I find it kind of corny for me, because I was considering swapping out all of my so-called hubcaps on my M3 so that they're always sitting perfect. Nah.
Well, they also make, I mean, just the fact that the logo stays upright. Did they also make really very, very jazzy spinners where the spokes are spinning and glinting? And I mean, look them up on YouTube. Some of them are very extreme. And I just thought you might like that given your propensity to, to turn a low-key sports.
It's like a Frank. So it's sort of like a Franken on your car. It's sort of like they don't come from the factory that way. You got to make them that way.
Correct.
I think I'd go subtle with the logo first.
Right? Would you put how about the neon undercarriage?
Ooh, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. I think I'd.
The cars
Fast 5 action.
They look like they're floating. Mike, you know about spinners. Tell them about spinners.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, the hubcap's just basically on a bearing, so they spin and they come in all different shapes and sizes.
That's right.
Hey guys, I am taking my mother out to food right now.
Nice. Chinese, you taking her for Chinese, Mike? I sent the money. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. That's why I'm going right now. Take my mom out to Chinese right this minute.
Off you go. Egg rolls for every poo-poo platter. Poo-poos for everyone.
And hopefully I'll get back to catch the end of the game.
Oh my God, that's right. You're going out, right? You know that restaurant's going to be empty.
Yeah, I expect fast.
It'll be perfect.
I'm going to the movies.
By the way, guys, we're ending half an hour early today.
That's a good thing because everybody will leave. I myself am going to the movies because I don't know who's playing and I don't care, except for KC because I know and I only know that because of Taylor Swift.
Mark,
yeah.
Oh, did you? All you guys later. Have a great evening.
Take it easy, Mikey.
Enjoy.
Have fun with Mom.
Have a great Super Bowl if anybody's watching. All that. Archie, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, man.
Well, that's
Please
it.
take pictures, Mikey. You need to take pictures.
I got my camera right here in my pocket.
Mikey, don't leave. It's
you
going to be
take
just
the
me and
pictures,
Archie.
Mikey.
Doc, you're an asshole. Doc, you left me here alone. Fucking Doc. What the fuck? He's off for his Super Bowl party, and now it's just you and me. It's a lot of pressure, Archie.
Oh, Doc's gone. What's happened to Doc?
I don't know. It's a lot of pressure with being alone here with you.
What the hell?
He's like, when I do my own live streaming all on my own, I just make fun of you for an hour and a half, and then I log off.
Yes,
can't do that.
I understand.
Can't do that now. But anyway, here we are. So, well, listen, I'm wearing my Magnum PI watch. It's not a very nice. It's not a very good watch, but I think everybody needs that grab and go quartz diver, don't you think?
A grab and go quartz diver.
Yeah,
Fuck,
because it's always set.
Grab and go. A grab and go.
You don't have to set it. It's quartz. It's always running. It's always accurate.
That was like the time I
Don't you need grab and go? What's your grab and go? Meaning it's always running. Got a G-Shock laying around there. Where's that Casio? Remember the Casio?
That was stolen in the burglary. Can you believe that as well?
It was a $20 watch.
I know, they just stole everything.
Oh my God.
Can you believe that? They stole that as well?
That's outrageous. I mean, the safe was worth, the safe itself was probably worth $3,000-4,000.
It actually wasn't in the safe. It was on the desk.
Well, I understand. I'm just saying. All right. What can you do? Well, you need a grab and go.
There's no logic to this shit. You know what I mean? There is
I do know.
No logic to this stuff, okay? You need a grab and go. It's like a massage parlor I used to frequent. They send me text messages, blow and go.
No, that's grab and come. That is not grab and go. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Blow and go.
That sounds like a bar that I've been to a few thousand times.
Yeah.
Listen, when you come to Chicago, I'm going to take you to the Hood.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're a really cool guy, Marky. You know that? You're really cool.
Well, I've heard that before.
I really enjoy having you on the stream. I enjoy it. I just bought. I tell you what I bought. I bought some. I tell you what I bought. they also stole all my watch pouches, right? So I just bought this morning on eBay.
Watch rolls?
No, these are just little pouches. You can put them in the safe.
Oh yeah.
You know, just the pouches. I'll bring it up. Do you want to bring it up for you? I'll show you.
Yep. I have a bunch of those too. We'll see if they're the same kind. I mean, you need something so that the case back doesn't touch the bracelet because that can scratch.
Oh, okay. So these here, they got the little. Here we go, Marky. Were you there? Here we go. Here we on the screen now. These little pouches.
Yeah, but how do you keep the case back from squishing up against the bracelet?
Oh no, that's simple. Because inside there, I'll show you. They got the little holder.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I do.
So they got quite a few of it. They're just really handy to have. I had original ones before, but I thought, fuck that. I got a green set, a blue set, a red set, and a black set. So that's they come as double, 2 pieces. So I got 4. That's 8 pieces.
I understand.
And if they're good, I might even order some more. You know what I mean? Add to watch list.
Let me find these ones that I have. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They got different colors. The black, the red, the blue, the green. I got a nice set. I wanted to get the pink. I'd get the pink for you, Mackie.
Well, that sounds lovely.
Do you like pink?
No, but Satan's kitten, it's his favorite color. Naturally. His absolute favorite. Anyway.
Nelson Oliveira. I just asked Mike for some food pics. Mike's going to the Chinese today.
Yes, we need to know.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
We need to know. Now, Fat Woodenbag Ben has been emailing me. A bunch of his last email was a little disturbing. So Fat Windbag Ben, thank you for the emails. But I feel like we're more like online.
Buddies?
Yeah, we're online friends. Nice guy. Online friends. Ross Rachel, thinking I look sexy tonight, huh? Ooh, and we have a super chat that you can read right off the screen.
We got a super chat we can read right off the screen. Thomas Burnett is saying, favorite German brand, Philippe Biculuk, Kuduk, Dawn Blue, Glasshood Original, Sin, Stower, Leico, Moritz Grossman, Moss, No Moss, Lange, Hanhart. Look, for me, I'd have to say it'd have to be Lange. I really do like Lange. I would actually buy a Lange. There you go, Mark. I actually would buy a Lange. They've gone up. They were sleepers, but the prices have actually gone up there, Mark.
Most of those other brands are I'm not familiar with every single one of them, but Nomos and Zinn and Glashut, these are lower level brands. They're not in the same price category at all as Lange and Zon.
Lange and Zun. Yeah, Lange. I think Lange makes some amazing stuff.
It's a different category altogether.
Like I don't mind. I think Hanhart and Leico are pretty amazing stuff for the lower price. Sin, Stower, Leico, and Hanhart at the lower end are pretty good. Mid range, the Dawn Blue, they're actually pretty nice. I don't know that Philippe or the Kudok well. I don't know them well. And the Morris Grossman, I only know the one that Bondage had.
I went to Germany for a weekend once, and I liked it and I didn't like it. It was both, simultaneously both.
Okay. I'll show you. Can I show you what I've been buying lately? Do you want to have a look at my eBay history? Do you want to go through it?
Let's have a look.
I'd like to get a queer guy to go through my purchase history. So I bought some pouches.
I think I'm a bad gay guy.
A red set, a black set, a blue set, a green set.
You're more stylish.
I bought a remote control for my camera. I bought this book. I actually left this with the doctor. Marky, I left this book with the doctor.
Yeah.
And I decided to fucking buy my own version of it. I'm not getting it back from her, so I bought my own version of this.
What is it? I can't even remember. Oh, it's a book about
Louis Vuitton icons. I bought a set of headphones. Wired. I got a backup set. I bought a cheap set. I bought a book called Boundaries. It's one that Dave Ramsey recommended. It's got a lot of. I got it as a gift for a friend. That's the watch box I bought. I paid $5,000. There we go. You can see exactly. I wasn't lying to you. I paid $5,000.
Can we hit the return button on that?
I love that box, Marky.
Well, that's all right. Let's hit the buy it again button.
Can
we hit the buy it again?
I bought some camera equipment because I wanted one for my laptop as well as my desktop rig. I bought the leather case for my camera. I bought some. You always get these filters that protects the lenses. I bought a whole stack of them. I bought a camera bag that was stolen in the burglary, and I fucking wanted it back. It was just a generic camera bag, and I found it so fucking useful. I did so many trips.
Doesn't Louis Vuitton make a camera bag? Let's look.
No, not like this. This is really special.
Well, let's look at upscale camera bags.
And I got a spare battery. I'll show you what else I got. I got spare battery. Oh, that's the briefcase I bought.
What if Birkin makes a
Hermes? That's Hermes.
Well, does Hermes make a nice camera bag?
I bought a barbecue handle for my dad because he broke his barbecue handle on his Beefeater.
I see.
So that's the stuff I bought. You know what I'd like to buy now?
Yeah.
Do you like eBay shopping? I love fucking around.
God. Yeah, I do eBay. Like I wake up in the middle of the night and sometimes I find out I've ordered watches off of either eBay or Amazon. It's like
screwdrivers, set of screwdrivers. But the ones I had, the fucking burglars stole them. They were actually, it's $300 set of screwdrivers.
Yeah, that's expensive. I just ordered needle files off of eBay, which I used to clean up. Sometimes you buy a cheap watch with a cheap Chinese bracelet, and the edges just feel uncomfortably sharp. Needle files, you can just kind of touch up the edges with a needle file.
Needle file. Fuck, I never. Okay.
I mean, you can't do that to a good watch, But if you buy something crappy, you buy a shitter with sharp edges, or it's got that one spot that's bothering your wrist, it's very, very needle file. And a lot of those links are kind of curved, and these little narrow little tiny files, they're also kind of curved, so you can kind of get in there and just knock that sharp edge right off.
Yeah.
Don't do it to a Patek.
Yeah.
Or a Rolex.
Rolex. I love Rolex. I gotta be honest with you, Marky.
Super chat.
Super chat. Where have you been? Super chat GB $2.
It's up.
What box to buy for my 7-watch blue collar collection? Now, GB, for starters,
I'll show you.
If you've got 7, that's 6 in the box. 6 in the box and 1 on the wrist. That's the rules. By the way, I really like to tuck my fucking my shirt into my pants, because otherwise my pants dig into my stomach. I like to have the shirt, it stops it hurting. Joys. Let me say this to you, okay? I would really say to you, so you would look, you know what? I tell you this now.
All right, hold on. I'm going to show you a good watch box for GB. This is a beautiful watch box. This is the watch box that I have. I have 3 of them. They're all of them full.
The Super Bowl that's on now, isn't it? Super Bowl is on.
Yeah, it is. It'll have started. Anyway, that's $12. How much are they now? I don't know. I paid $12. No, now wow, they're up to 16. They're up to $16. So see, that's a really good value, Archie. $16.
You know what? Fuck value, GB. Let me tell
And
you
look, Archie,
value.
it's got a glass.
Fucking fuck value.
You have to open.
I'd get the Bofors box. This is fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
but mine holds more.
6 in the box, 1 on the wrist. Fuck that.
Mine holds more.
1 on the wrist.
Yeah, but what about, look at my glass front. You know, I don't have to open my box to see what's in there.
I like the surprise.
The surprise, you forgot what was in there? Is that what's going on?
It's like it's far more erotic when somebody's wearing underpants. You just get a snippet of their underpants as opposed if they're completely nude. It's very erotic.
I believe
you brought eroticism. Do you understand eroticism?
Well, yeah, I believe I do. I believe, in fact, I think you brought some trophies home from China, didn't you? Didn't you, big boy?
Let me tell you, I like my trophies. You know what?
Me too. Yeah.
I actually really love this Bofors box. And you know what? The watches fucking fit on. They're not perfect. They're a little, because I'm a fat fuck. Fat fuck. Hey, Curly, you fat fuck. I'm a fat fuck. But it holds them much better than the LV box does. I actually really fucking love this box.
What happened to the chocolate caramel brown one? Where's that one? There it is. Are there watches in it?
It's empty. It's empty.
What are you doing with it?
I like to have different ones. You know, I'm going to buy more watches. I got to buy watches. I want to talk about watches.
Do you like spend time trying to decide which of your various boxes your watches should go in?
Depends what your occasion is. If I'm meeting somebody, I want to show them a few watches, I take the briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
If I am going somewhere, I'll put them in that green box. I like to have them next to my bed sometimes. If I am, I love photo. I like taking photos. I get a lot more fun photographing my watches than actually using the. Does that make sense to you, Mark, or am I not?
Yes, you're all about possession. You're about hoarding them and possessing them and caressing and making love to them and taking them with you, taking them on like, excursions. Do you remember when you met Mackenzie at the Vietnamese restaurant near the parole board office?
Yeah, I love Mackenzie.
I know he hasn't been around. Well, I talk to him once in a while. But he's gotten engaged. He seems to be doing quite well for himself. But one of the interesting things.
Why doesn't he come on then?
I don't know. I'll ask him, but he has repeatedly refused me. However,
why?
I'll ask him why. But he did tell me that you brought $100,000 of watches to that lunch.
Yeah, I love Mackenzie. He was a really special viewer.
Well, he'll be busy now with the Super Bowl because he's a real man, unlike some of us on this stream right now. Although
the only sports I like is beer drinking and nude wrestling.
I'm not. You know what? The only place I really kind of like to drink beer is like Thailand. I'll day drink beer in Thailand because I usually drink spirits, but I don't want to drink that in the day.
Did I tell you I bought my briefcases back? I bought some back. I got a few. Mm. This one's got a bit of a bang, got a dimple there.
Yes, we've seen that repeatedly.
I bought a few of them back because I just want I'm not buying stupid numbers. I like this color scheme. In the LV, I like this color scheme. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. And it's a shame the watch box didn't match, but actually, I like the watch box being a little bit different. I actually like some variety. I do like variety. Can I tell you something? I found something yesterday. Do you want to see something, queer man?
Yeah, well, I'll look at whatever you got right after you read the super chat that's on the board already.
So I would say, JB, get yourself a fucking Bofors watch box. Now let's go and we'll go and have a look at the Bofors ones. I'm going to bring that fucker up.
So you're not in favor of the Petra watch case?
Yeah, I just want to bring it up because I think it's really special. Let's bring this fucker up. Boforus, B-O-S, Boforus watch box. That's it. Let's bring this up now. You can buy it from Boforus Leather. Let's call this fucker up. I tell you what I think the best watch boxes are. I actually really like... Now, they do 8 ones. Oh, that's the Petra. Petra. Yeah. The Petra watch cases. Fuck, I didn't understand it. The Petra.
That's what GB wants to know. The Montana 01. Go into that and find the Montana.
Let's have a look. 1 minute. Let me put my...
Calm down. He's getting a little excitable. He's gone nuts for these watch cases, so he gets a little extra excited when we get into these websites.
Okay, so
now look for the Montana 01. That'll be a model in this collection. Let's find it.
Oh, for 8. See, I went for the 6. Yeah. He wants for 8.
He does. Ooh, that's kind of a pretty color. I love that. Look at that turquoise. That would go with my nice turquoise.
That's the Petrie. I got the Petra. What's the Montana? I
don't know. You got to find it.
So we know what the Petrie is.
Yankee Doodle has a damn good question, which we will address momentarily.
What's the Montana product type?
Look at that nice Tiffany blue. Well, it's a little light to be Tiffany, but still nice. I like it.
What is the Montana? I'm sorry. There's different leathers.
All right, hold on.
What's the Montana? I don't know where the Montana. What's the Montana? Sorry. Please explain. Watch cases. We got the... Maybe it's over here. Watch pouch.
It's green.
Watch cases.
Listen. All you got to do is go to Google and type in Petra watch case Montana 01, and it'll give you the link, which I can email to you, but you can get it quicker yourself. Petra watch case Montana 01, and you'll come right to it. It's green. There it is.
Oh, it's the color he's talking about. Oh, okay.
All right.
I got the Togo Christmas. What's the Montana? I like that orange. Fuck. You know what? Where's the Montana? What the fuck is Montana color?
I think if you hit the back button, just hit the back button. Hit the back button.
Yeah.
And now, that's right. Click that.
Oh fuck! It's the brown.
It's like a reddish brown. That is beautiful. Honestly, it's really nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I really like it, to be honest with you.
I love that. That looks like the color of the chairs and couches, leather at a gentleman's end club in London in 18.
You know what? The problem is, I tell you. The thing I like about the green, I got the Christmas, so I got for 6, okay? Because I already have for 8. I wanted a different size. This is called Petra Watch Case Togo Christmas Green. Togo Christmas Green.
That's nice.
Now it's $900.
I like the
$900.
Some nice hardware.
Right?
Nice hardware.
Yeah, I think it's actually quite beautiful. I think I've got it now, and I think it's fucking beautiful. I love it. The only thing I don't understand, it's got this part here. See that there? That's to clip on a lid. It's got a lid, Marky. It's got a lid that clips in.
I see that.
Which I think that I don't know why they did that. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. I wish.
Maybe if you're transporting them, they don't jiggle around. Maybe.
Yeah.
Listen, read the super chat. It's on the board.
Okay, we got a super chat here. Yankee Doodle, why don't you buy shares instead of more crap? Why don't you buy shares? Actually, My wife loves shares. You know that? She has got Commonwealth Bank shares. She's got 220 Commonwealth Bank shares. I fucking love possessions, Mark. I'm sorry. I love buying shit.
Well,
I'm sorry.
At least
you know what I'm going to do? I got a new bookcase because my last display cabinet, the fucking burglars touched, right? So I sold it and bought a new one. I'm going to be getting a new chair. I want to get rid of this fucking chair as well. Same reason. I'll be done with it. Done with this fucking thing.
I cannot believe that there's over 100 people in this room right now while the Super Bowl's going. That is, I can't believe it. Why are you people here? I mean, we're glad you are, but it's astounding. I personally am going to the movies. We have a movie that we're going to go see.
What movie are you going to see, Marky?
Well, I've seen this movie already, but Satan's Kitten has not. And he wanted to see it, and because it has Timothée Chalamet in it, I'm willing to see it as many times as possible.
I don't even know who Timothée Chalamet is, but that's okay.
It's all right. You're out of touch. The movie is Dune. It's a remake of a science fiction movie called Dune. It was a set of books by Frank Herbert. Great books, and this is a very good movie. Actually, Blue Velvet starred Kyle MacLachlan, who also did Dune, and that movie was terrible. But Blue Velvet was good, but Dune was bad. But this new Dune is excellent. It's a 3-hour movie though. You have to pee in the middle for sure.
Yeah.
Do your movie theaters have like food, dinner, and drinks and stuff like that you can like eat?
In the more expensive, they have a special gold class, special ones. They do cater to that. Of course, that's where they make the money. It's not from the actual. Sovron got pissed off. You know Sovron?
Yeah.
He got really fucking angry at me because I always went Cheap Tuesday. I didn't realize that they get upset if you keep coming on the cheap. Well, fucking oaf.
Why do they have it?
Money. I didn't have money to waste.
No, not on movies when you could be putting that money towards this crap that's on the screen right now.
Yeah, I want to buy crap I like crap, don't you?
Yes, I do.
What do you think? Is that wrong or not?
No, I listen. Don't be mad if you come on Cheap Tuesday because the movie industry invented Cheap Tuesday.
Well, why the fuck did they invent it if they don't want to honor this shit? You know what I mean?
He was probably just mad that you smuggled in your own popcorn.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair either, do you? They overcharge. If they weren't so fucking greedy.
I buy everything at the theater these days. But I will confess, when my kids were little, I have 3 kids, and to get 3 children into the movies. Anyway, I used to hide microwave popcorn in their pants because let me tell you what, no one frisks an 8-year-old girl. No one does. So
exactly.
You can put juice boxes in their little coats, and you can put microwave popcorn in their pants. And I just taught them not to say, "Daddy, it burns. It's burning." But to be fair, after the movies, we always went to the bookstores, and all my kids went to college. All my kids are readers. And to take 3 kids to that bookstore used to cost me $100. It was a drop of $100. And this is 20 years ago. Drop $100 there and $50, $60, $70 at the movies. So no wonder I smuggled in juice boxes. Anyway, I'm a big fan of the movies. We have around here, we have something called iPick Theater, which I need to start going back. It's the real high class one where they actually, they give you waiter service at your seat, which, by the way, in Mexico City, all the theaters do that. Here, not too many. Our cheap.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, those high class theaters in Thailand, you can
right to your seat, right to your seat. And in Mexico, but here in America, the normal everyday regular theater that I go to, you order at the counter and then they give you a pager, and then you have to run out of the movie and pick up your food when the pager goes on.
Oh, that's okay.
Not too bad. Super chat.
Where have you
On the board. It's on the board. Just read it.
Thomas Burdett, £2. Pull up the Philip Ficaluk homage to Harrison. I never heard of this.
Me either.
But I reckon that's look at that beautiful watch. That's the one I got, guys. That's the watch box I got. Let's call it up there. Philippe Ficaluk homage.
Good luck with this one.
Okay. It doesn't really do anything for me. What do you think, Marky?
Does less than nothing for me, and you have no friends. It looks like a Nomos.
Yeah.
Only kind of like less, a Nomos with more snot on the dial. Because at least Nomos is sort of very simplistic, but this has got all those hash marks and symbols and a little busier. The older I get, the worse my eyes are, and the busy dials do not appeal to me because I can't read them.
Oh, I see. Yes.
I like the simpler dials. The more the dials, the sports watches made for high legibility. Those work so much better for me now.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting there. Very, very interesting. This watch does fucking nothing. Is it expensive? How expensive is it? Let's have a look. I mean, I don't know about you, Mark, but these independents, they give, it's £14,000.
Yeah. No.
You know who Harrison was, don't you?
No, I do not.
Famous English watchmaker.
Is that right?
It's based on a fucking ETA, and it's 14th. Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, no, that's stupid. Look, when I'm going to buy
you're going to take could you make this would be unsellable, don't you think?
Of course. You got who's looking for one of these things, let alone used. This is for people who just don't give a shit about money.
Yes.
I feel that if I'm not buying something that's going to hold its value, and I have plenty of such things, I want it to be like under $1,000. Yes. So if I want to indulge myself in some weird fucking thing, like, you know what? I have I bought a Doxa for $1,400, and I could sell it for $1,200 in 10 seconds.
Yes.
I bought a Zinn for $1,400. I could sell it for $1,400.
I bought my Pilot briefcase. I bought this for $1,000 Aussie. Yeah. I can sell it for $1,000 Aussie, Where? And Ross would even pay me for the underwear inside there.
On the flea? Where do you sell a box?
It's just a beautiful briefcase. I love it. Actually, I really do like this briefcase.
The back of that watch is better than the front.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, the movement's really highly decorated, but you're telling me it's an ETA?
Yeah, it uses an ETA.
Well, what'd they do to it? Jesus God.
It's an ETA 6498.
Well, they decorated the fuck out of it. Hey, we have a super chat on the board. Super chat.
Here we go. We've got a super chat on the board now. Golden Wrist 69, $2. So show me your day dates presidents, Arch. I don't have one. I don't have a day dates president.
It's been a long time, but you did have one, didn't you?
I had a few. I've had a few. I've always had 36 mil. I had a blue dial one originally. Then I got a cream dial with diamonds. And then I sold it and I bought it back and I sold it. And then I had a champagne one. I had a black dial one with Romans. And I couldn't sell it. Everyone talks about they don't like. I had to change the dial back to champagne to sell it. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's funny. It was the black dial, eh?
Well, it was just kind of, it just. People criticize the champagne, but they always sell. They always sell.
You know what? It's like it's kind of the champagne is a boring dial, but there's a reason it's boring, and that's because everybody has one.
Or wants one.
Yeah, and they sell. They absolutely they sell.
Absolutely, they sell.
I mean, that's the dial I wanted. My first Rolex ever. I still have it, as you know. It's a 34 millimeter date with a champagne dial. Here we have a Thomas Burnett super chat. Super chat.
We got a Thomas Burnett super chat, £2. £2. Thank you, Thomas. I really do appreciate that. And Thomas Burnett, £2, says, Mark, favorite gold calendar, Sky Dweller or Day Date?
Well, I've never owned.
I'll be back 1 minute. I'm gonna get some cleaning stuff. I'll be right back.
You better hurry.
I will. I'll be right back.
Oh, Jesus God. Angelic Slayer says he fell asleep. Well, you're going to watch me fall asleep in about 15 seconds. Okay. Well, I've never had a day date. I have mixed feelings about it. It's a sports watch, but it's dressy. I want one, but I don't know if I would ever really wear it. So then I think if I get one, I should wear it in white gold. But if I get white gold and it's stealth wealth, will I regret not getting the flashy yellow gold? Because if you've got it, flaunt it. So fuck. I've had a Sky Dweller before. I had a two-tone one with the cream dial. That was very nice. Between the two, you got to go Sky Dweller. It's way more complicated. You know, it's got the month and the day indicator. It's a perpetual calendar, so it's far more advanced than the day date. But I will tell you the thing that has always pissed me off about the Sky Dweller. It really bothers me. I mean, they give you that sort of useless GMT dial in the center, which I don't think running 2 time zones with that dial, that sub-dial, is a big deal. So I know it's kind of tied into travel, thus the name Sky Dweller. But what you have is you have an annual, I might have said perpetual calendar. Sorry, guys. It's an annual calendar. So you do have to adjust it in February, unlike a perpetual calendar. But it's an annual calendar that doesn't have the day of the week on it, which the day date has. And instead of the day of the week, you get that stupid 24-hour indicator, which I think would be way better.
Sorry, Marky.
If it was the day of the week, don't you?
I'm using some Brasso as it's a quiet day and Bear's not here to bitch. I'm going to clean.
I'm too easy on you.
Can I clean a little bit of Louis?
Archie, I'm too easy on you, apparently. Hey, fuckface, read the...
Hey, fuckface, get the super chat. What are you doing?
It's on the board. Just read it. Super chat.
Super chat, super chat, super chat. Golden wrist $6.9, $2. Look, you got to show the gold, yellow gold.
Flaunt it.
I don't know about flaunting it. Do you like flaunting stuff? I find that a little bit unsavory.
I mean, I don't walk around like, hello, how do you do? Like a woman who's just gotten engaged who, you know, presents her, you know, wrist like that.
Don't make fun of me.
Well, you don't have a ring. We're not engaged.
Oh.
Are you engaged? Hey, Marky, would you Would you go Cartier or Bulgari if you're going for a wedding band?
Oh, well, I mean, I would probably be going, you know, Walmart. Walmart, you know, Sam's Club, Costco. But between the two, Cartier, darling, Cartier.
Oh, you would go Cartier?
Wouldn't you? Doesn't everybody? Cartier? I don't know. I think Cartier, but hey, how do you feel about lab-grown diamonds versus mined diamonds?
Oh, they suck.
Really? Why? They're chemically indistinguishable. They can't even tell them apart at the jewelry store.
Yeah, but look, it's like anything, right? You want the rare ones. It's a symbol.
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand. You know De Beers, right? You know De Beers, right?
Sure. They're a monopoly that you know, slave labor, basically child labor, blood diamonds.
It's not quite that bad.
Market manipulation. It has been for. That's how they made all their money over the last 100 years. They've cleaned it up a little because they had to due to legislation, but they are rank fuckers. Oh my God.
They're not that rank. Come on. You like diamonds?
Just look up the term blood diamond.
I know. I quite like. Look, you know what? Seriously?
Yes.
What do you think? Gold is fucking puritanical? Do you think gold is puritanical? Do you?
I don't know,
What's
but
the morality in gold mining? Arsenic. You know, there's been more pollution from fucking gold mining than
we weren't talking about pollution, but I think gold's a lot easier to mine. I don't think there's as much war-torn, child labor stuff. But here's the thing. You know what's really the problem that De Beers is having now besides lab-grown diamonds? Another one is a lot of millennials don't like diamonds.
I don't think they're having problems. Why are they having problems? I never heard of
it. I think their sales are down compared to what they were, and diamonds are falling out of favor in favor of other stones. Now, don't get me wrong. Me personally, I love diamonds, and if I were buying a diamond, I'd probably be more inclined to buy a mined diamond from a conflict-free zone myself, because for the reasons that you stated, and I think diamonds are amazing. I love diamonds.
I love diamonds too.
Yeah, but you know what? Kids today don't like diamonds, and they're increasingly.
It's because they're poor. That's only kids without money.
Maybe, but they're going for other stones for engagement rings.
Don't believe the PR. Don't believe that fucking brat from Sweden. Okay.
They're getting other things for. Don't
believe that brat from Sweden. You know
that diamonds are cool, made by the power of love, not the blood of innocence. Well, it does take a lot of energy, so I don't know. It's probably greener than tearing the earth apart. That's for sure.
It's like environment. Like these cars. Like in cars, right?
Super chat on the board. Super chat on the board.
Cars.
I know cars.
EVs are the most damaging. Here we go. We got a super chat here. It's on the board. Golden Wrist 6'9", $2. Don't talk smack on gold president with diamonds.
That's like the ultimate get the fuck out of my way watch. So I love the idea of it. I have a yellow gold Submariner with a blaring blue dial and bezel. So I'm not against gold, and I love diamonds. So not talking any smack here. I will tell you that. It's an amazing watch.
Right.
But I think depending on where you live, you have to be very, very careful about wearing it out and about, don't you?
Oh, you think so?
Well, go to London. Just look up Rolex London. Here's what's happening. It's not like people are clocking your watch on the street. It's that you go to the club, you go to the bar, you go to the restaurant, the waiter, the maitre d', the concierge, they clock your watch and they drop a dime on you. That's how this happens. In Los Angeles, people are getting held up right as they leave the restaurant.
It's fucking terrible, I tell you honestly.
Speaking of Curly, I'd like to welcome to the stage Lemon.
Curly! How are you, Curly?
Thank God he's here.
Hello.
How are you, man?
Are you low energy, Curly? Are you okay?
Mark, I just got done with dinner. How could I not be low energy?
I know that wife of yours.
Looked at this football doesn't interest me at all.
Tostones, mofongo. What did we have for dinner?
I'll come over here and join my gay comrades.
What did we have for dinner, my amigo? Red beans and rice?
No, my wife actually made some chicken empanadas with wheat.
I hate you.
Tortillas instead of flour and stuff.
Is it good?
Yeah, it was good. And a little Dijon spinach salad.
Did she put that in a George Foreman grill to crimp it or fry it up?
No. She actually made them. She was making 4 at a time in a double bucket air fryer. It was actually fucking phenomenal, man.
Double bucket. I love the idea.
It was
all right. Well, you're a lucky.
I'm not a Forbin. You know what? I stopped gambling a long time ago. I really sports any kind of fucking sports on TV other than MMA. Watching it even online, it doesn't interest me if I don't have any money on it. So I got that part of my life out of my way. Foreman, don't forget, I'm 1 year away from being 60. I've already ran the gamut with that stuff.
Go Taylor.
There's no easy money, is there, Curly?
What's that?
There's no easy money.
Oh, there's easy money for sure. Yeah.
I took T-Dubs out, Curly.
Yeah, we're going to review what it's like to go to dinner with you. I think I actually wasn't planning on doing any kind of stream, but I think it deserves a stream.
When are you running a dungeon?
I'm going to be running a dungeon probably Tuesday or Wednesday because I have some clips to put together for a little controversy that happened today, but you don't need to be involved in it.
It doesn't involve me?
No, not at all. It involves some very, very malicious, diabolical people like fucking original OC Tim.
Oh,
and
beautiful.
They went after our friend Mental Jock in a malicious kind of way.
Why did they go
and
after
Sluggo
him?
and your buddy Red Sluggo, the guy that comes on your channel and begs to be unbanned at watch events?
Yeah,
you know, Paul Thorpe and BK watch events. Tia Tickers was on the dungeons, which was great. They stuck a dick in Tia Ticker's ear. You know, Timmy thought that Tia Ticker stuck a dick in his ear, so you know how Timmy is with his revenge. So they kind of it was a bunch of stuff, but it can't be addressed like willy-nilly. It has to have some thought put into it. You know what I mean, Archie?
Yes,
strategic show.
By the way, I took T-Dubs out. Fuck me dead. It cost a fortune. He ordered everything. Did you hear about that, Curly?
It's the menu.
You know what?
The menu.
Whatever this shtick is that you did, it kind of went over like the pork shtick with Angelic. It's got no good place to go.
He ate the whole menu.
That's my opinion. You do what you want. I mean, you're an OG at this.
We had a great time. Okay, we had a great time.
He looked like he had a great time. He was very well dressed, very well mannered. He looked like
He's a nice guy.
it. He is a nice guy.
He's a really nice guy. Okay.
I just wish he would have drank about a case of fucking Nelson County bourbons and then showed up.
Super chat. Golden wrist 6'9", $2. I've got nothing for football. I like day dates.
Yeah, we see.
Hey, by the way, unless I'm wrong, Golden Wrist 69 was a new super chatter. Yesterday, he asked for some information on I know he worded it cheap day dates, but maybe what he meant was economical day dates, like below retail day dates. Kind of never, for a new super chatter, you kind of never followed up on his super chat. You want to give that a little attention.
There's no such thing as a cheap day date.
Okay, how about well priced day dates?
Well, some of the older ones, some of the like single quick set are
single quick set. That's a good point, Marky. You raise a
Aren't day dates going below, some of the day dates going below retail, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but they're still not cheap.
That's
they're
right.
Still not,
There's 38. Look at here. Look at, he even gives you a budget. He's saying yes, like about 10,000.
You know what? You can get a single.
I mean, Archie, you used to run a watch channel. I mean, unless you turn it into a fucking shoemaker and polishing up leather and shit, maybe should we go some David SW? I mean, I don't want to pretend that I'm there, but it is quite aggravating because you know what? Distraction goes two ways.
Here we go.
You keep being too distracted with the chat. Maybe we'll start being distracted with you.
Here we go. You can get a $10,000 day date. It's just going to be like 30 years old, but you can. And for sure you can if you get it on a leather strap. Probably get it for a little less.
So a day date is more expensive than a date just. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, see, the day date, Curly, it tells you the day and the date, whereas the other one is just the date.
Okay, but I mean, is the day date the one that you could get on the president's bracelet, Jubilee, all the different bracelets, but a date just you can't?
Let's have a look.
Cheapers, day just or day date is what I'm asking.
So to answer your question, a date just you can get on Oyster or Jubilee, but the president bracelet normally only comes on the day date, unless it's a ladies when they will do it on a date just.
But so if we go into David SW, there's no way we're going to find a day date for 10 grand or around 10 grand.
Well, here we go. Let's have a quick.
Thank you, Mark. There you go.
You are welcome, sir.
You can find the older ones with.
That's right. What I looked for to get this was
people because the bracelet has disintegrated.
Yeah, what I looked for was what I Googled was Rolex day date single quick set. Quick set refers to how much bullshit do you have to go through to set the day or the date. I'm old enough to remember when, if you started your watch up and the date was showing the 9th, but it was the but it was the 8th. You'd have to literally run the hands all the way around the watch for like 15 minutes before you could get the date correct.
Oh, so it's like when you like say you want to set like it's the 31st and your watch is showing the 1st. To get to the 31st, you got to go 24 hour 20 every.
That's correct. Yeah, because the movements didn't have the first.
So they put in the mechanism. They put in a shortcut. That's what quickset means. So
yeah. So you have the shortcut on this one for the day, or the date rather, right? So you can get to the day of the month relatively quickly, but to get to the day up there, you're going to have to cycle through X number of times. So it's a bit more of a pain. Oh, look, and this one has the bark finish. Curly, look at the finish. That wrinkly finish is called the bark finish. Not very popular right now, but where is it? Florentine.
If you click on it, will it just blow the one watch up?
No, I already did. So that's as blowed up. That's as blowed up as she gets. Anyway.
Hey, AC the Shoemaker, we got some super chats.
We got some super chats. Thank you so much there, Curly. That's really nice to hear. We got William Gaudrian, £2. My day date 36 Ombre. That's the dial 128235. List is 42,500 euro.
Wow, that's what 47,000 US.
That is a nice
money.
Pricey little watch. So that must be the dial, right? That makes it special because that's very expensive for a 30.
The Ombre dial. That's the Ombre.
It looks like
I'm going to call it up. We're going to call it up. You know what, Curly? Let's get ourselves motivated.
Get in the game, big boy.
Let's get this thing super chatted. Let's get motivated. Come on, wake the fuck up. You got punches. You're going to be shooting. You're going to be working in the booth.
Now you got me, Archie. Now you got me. This is the Archie I want to see.
1st and 10. Do it again. Go.
Quarterback. We want to see quarterback Archie, not fucking cheerleader gay Archie.
Defense.
So that's the Ombre dial. You see that color there? That's
it almost looks like a what did they that looks leather. like a day-date root beer almost.
Beautiful. It's kind of beautiful. It's kind of leather looking. And
does that got diamond indices or?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, you know what, Mark? That's two different colors, isn't it?
It's a sunburst. It's a sunrise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's Mark. That's not what they consider fume on that guilloche.
No. Nice.
Mark. Oh, you sure that's not fume? Come on, Mark.
Yes, Mike. I'm sure it is. Okay.
Where is fucking Baby Huey? What did he take his boys and go home already?
Calm down.
What happened to Baby Huey?
Calm down. He took his mother out.
I don't know. You know, I can't get a word. I can't get a fucking word edgewise.
Curly, he went to Chinese food. He's taking pictures.
My milky oil brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, "It's better than yours." Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. I could teach you, but I have to charge. Damn right, it's better than yours. La 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 la. Warm it up, warm it up. The boys are waiting. The boys are waiting.
It's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Come on, Mark. You love that. Look at the big smile on your face, Mark.
That's genius. Who made that? That is absolutely genius.
Who do you think made? It's the Matrix at all times. It's always the Matrix.
That was amazing.
It's Mookie.
Mookie is amazing.
So William Guardian, that is a beautiful. Now, are the indices diamond on that?
Yes, on that one. They are not baguettes, but they are round diamond indices, I believe. Yes, that is.
So Mark, if you had your choice between this and an Eisenkaiser, which one would you like?
Eisenkaiser.
Now wait, are you talking about Breaking Bad? What was his name?
Yeah, Eisenkaiser.
What was his name on Breaking Bad?
You mean Walter?
Walter White, yeah, but he went by that. He went by the moniker of that scientist,
Heisenberg.
That's right. Everybody knew him as Heisenberg.
Say my name.
Okay, super chat. We have a super chat.
Super chat. We got a great super chat here, and thank you so much for your support. We've got one. I bought a mint With box and papers, 36 mil, 18,238 in yellow gold from E-Lady. Great value and stunning, $18,000. Yes.
That's a nice one.
So what is that? Is that a day date?
That's a day date. That's a double quick set, but it's an older one. They changed. They became a. See, that's a 5-digit. You call that a 5-digit reference because it's five digits. It's 5 digits in the reference number. So what they did was when they changed the model, they made it 6. It became a 6-digit. You see, 6-digit. So that became a double
E-Lady. What is E-Lady?
Did you know
that's like a David SW in Japan?
Omega has like 27-digit references. Listen, that is a good value, stunning watch. Well done, Yankee Doodle. I'm not myself a big fan of the 36, but there are some wonderful deals there for it, depending on your wrist size.
Look, the 36 itself is the original size. That's the Tony Soprano size.
Gentlemen been wearing that for 50 years. Absolutely. That is true.
But you have to go with what you like. You know, this is the whole thing. You have to go, Curly.
It's the modern age.
You got to buy. I could see you in a day date, Curly. You're a day date man.
Kind of like a Tony Soprano type. Super chat. Read it, Arch. Read the
super chat. Golden wrist $6.9 $2. You got to watch the band stretch. 18038 is okay. I actually owned an 18. They're slightly thicker, believe it or not. Did you know that they are slightly thicker? They're a great watch. They came out the late 70s and they went until 1987, 88.
If you get a good enough deal, you can restore a really badly stretched band. There's a guy in Hong Kong. Archie, have you ever heard of the Hong Kong bracelet doctor?
I got to be honest with you, I wasn't that impressed by his work. Okay?
What are you using on that briefcase, by the way?
I'm just putting a little bit of conditioner on there, Curly.
That's what I'm asking you.
Hair conditioner.
I can't believe it. You don't use the greatest fucking leather conditioner ever made. It's made in Australia.
Litz. It's made out of kangaroo semen.
What's that?
Oh, hang on a second. Let me go get the can. This is the greatest stuff I've ever used. Fine leather. Leather.
Does Dryzabone make a watch case? Because I went to Melbourne and bought a Dryzabone once.
Here, hang on a second.
You have a Dryzabone, Archie?
I mean, the name Ozzy is right in.
He's not listening, Curly. He's very busy.
I'm listening. Dry as a bone. I'm not sure with you.
You don't know what a Dryzabone raincoat is?
Ah, that's that special leather, isn't it?
Well, it's oilcloth, but it's an Australian.
You like that?
Yeah, I loved it. I wore it. I used to have a horse, and it was really good for bad weather on a horse because it would like split. It was actually made for your cowboys.
Marky, hey, listen, Marky knows all the little secrets about conditioning leather. You're absolutely right.
I did have chaps, Curly, but mine were suede, so I didn't really have to condition.
No, there's this stuff that they use for leather for horses' hooves. It's got a lot of lanolin in it, and it's really, if you have a lot of leather to do, I know detail shops that use it.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is right here. Archie. Here it is right here. Pull it up.
NATO knows what I'm talking about.
Dryzabone.
Dryzabone. For fuck's sake, Archie, it's like the national treasure of your country. Dryzabone, not Dryzabone.
Okay. That stuff right there on fine leather is excellent.
Now wait, is this like Outback Steakhouse where we think it's Australian but it's not really?
Well, no, that's that company that makes this stuff is they're famous. They're a famous leather company.
Archie prefers
made actually in England.
Archie prefers glitz,
but it's Well, look, to each his own. But this stuff here, this is fantastic stuff. You put it on once, you leave it. You could leave it for a couple of years. It doesn't get mold. It's not greasy. It's not nasty. It's good stuff. I use that on my good shoes, my good leather shoes. Anyways, just trying to relate to what you're doing because I have no idea. I mean, it's like just because it's Super Bowl, you still got 100-something people in here, Archie.
That's amazing.
I know. A lot of people don't like sports, Curly. You know that?
A lot of people don't like you ignoring them.
100% right, Curly. We've got to try our best. And you know the best thing about trying our best,
Archie,
Curly?
you got to be the one that tries his best. And I don't think that polishing fucking leather while you got a show going on helps you much. But it's up to you. Hey, look, what the fuck do I know? How's the diet going?
Ooh, me or who?
I thought you said you were going on a diet. You were showing some kind of what was that stuff you were showing? That pill or whatever you were taking? Moodex?
I got man shake. You heard of man shake?
I thought he was taking the Tapeworm 2000.
Oh, it was something like Moodex or something. You know, Archie, are you sure that before when you were losing weight, you were losing it because of anxiety?
Yep, 100%. I'm feeling amazing.
Not a bad side effect. You know, that's not a bad side effect. Having anxiety and losing weight. You were walking. You were being financially responsible.
If we burgle him, he'll lose.
You know, there might be kind of anxiety. This kind of, what do you got now that's making you be financially irresponsible? 3 sheets to the wind as far as your health goes. No more walking videos.
Oh, you mean the new Chinese girlfriend?
Oh, I don't. Is that what it is?
I don't know, Curly. You tell me. You're
I don't
spinning
know.
the story. I want to know.
I'm not spinning anything. I'm just talking about what I see. I like the financially responsible walking kind of Archie.
Actually, Curly, I've started to become more responsible now because I tell you honestly, it's really important to me because I want to go and see the world. You know that? Why do you think I'm polishing this shit up, Curly? You know why? You know why I'm polishing this garbage up, Curly?
You're going to be bringing briefcases with you?
I'm going to be getting rid of these things. I bought them in mistake. This is a mistake.
Ah, it was an anxiety buy.
Yeah, bit of depression. I don't know why the fuck I bought this stuff. I got to
return it. Yeah, just return it. Hit the return button. Stop polishing.
Well,
start
see,
returning.
the thing is, Archie, what you got to do is you got to settle on one anxiety default. You can't have a bunch of them. So your default, if it was buying, like buying stuff and then regret it and then sell it, and you don't lose too much money, that's better than putting on 50 kilos. So you should settle on one anxiety default, but not a bunch of them.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anxiety. I'm doing really well now.
We see that.
Well, it didn't sound like it when you took. I mean, it sounded like you wanted fucking TW to be a dishwasher for when you got the bill.
We had a wonderful meal. Don't you see that? He was happy. He doesn't go out much.
Well,
he had the time of his life.
Okay.
The community brought that to him. Do you understand?
You must have saw a different video than I did. He almost looked like a hostage.
Boys, I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to leave the two of you two alone.
Now, we're ending a little bit earlier today. Got half an hour.
When are you doing that?
I got to go. I got to go. We're going
for another half hour, Kelly.
Another half hour. Okay.
You got a half an hour to put in, and I got a movie. So be well.
Hey, Mark,
everybody.
Mark.
May your bets
please send my regards to Satan's Kitten. He's a good guy.
Wait. Mark, just so I know what's going on. Now here I'm so you're not engaged. So you're not married?
We're living in sin.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought okay. All right. Just so I know what I was under a different impression. I thought that was
my husband?
Yes.
No husband. I'm single, but not ready to mingle because he would chop my pee-pee. All right, you boys read the super chat, and hey, I'll see y'all soon.
So that means Ross Rachel Brady has a chance.
No, I would, like I said, I'll need a surgery, a John Wayne Bobbitt surgery. Bye, boys.
Okay. Bye. It looks like it's just us in the submarine.
Golden Wrist 692 $2. Archie needs to buy cheap day dates for anxiety. I would love a day date. I got to tell you, I probably would get a Sky Dweller.
You know, Archie, come to think of it, this whole time that I've been in the Archieverse, you've never owned a day date, have you?
No,
I mean,
a couple years ago, I did. I had a couple. I did.
I couldn't see.
I love a day date. They're just expensive, Curly. When I had the gold Submariner, I got a gold day date to go with it.
So that was what, the Tony Soprano day date?
Yeah. And
you know what? That was a beautiful watch. I kind of regret selling it, but I did, you know? You can't keep everything, Curly.
Let me ask you something. What do you think of guys buying these Jubilee and Super Jubilee bracelets and putting them on putting them on like a GMT?
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't. They used to sell the GMT. Was mainly sold on a
Jubilee.
The Jubilee was more expensive than
What's
a
the
oyster
difference
bracelet.
between a Super Jubilee and a Jubilee? What's the difference?
I think it refers to the clasp.
So the Super is what? The one that's got the hidden clasp, or?
No, the Super's got the revised clasp. Let me just let's have a look here. Rolex Super Jubilee. Let's have a look. Rolex Super.
Thank you, Golden Wrist 69.
Jubilee.
So, I mean, bottom line for Golden Wrist is, so 10 grand is basically, you got to buy something used and you got to know who you're buying it from, right? Because it's going to be old for a $10,000 budget.
Normally 10,000 would be without a strap, without the bracelet. It'd be head only.
Oh shit.
Because a lot of people have put them onto, because the gold, the bracelets they weren't as well made in the past.
Angelic is saying, is a Super Jubilee not tapered? Question mark. What time is it right now in Australia?
It's 11:06.
Oh, so it's like almost afternoon. Let's see if we can entice our cousin.
Super Jubilee has the hidden clasp. I stand corrected. Unlike the Jubilee, the standard Jubilee. So Super Jubilee has the hidden clasp. Apologies. Okay. It refers to the hidden clasp. I made a mistake. I was wrong. There you go.
That's a really expensive. That's a really, no, I find it weird, but so they make that. They
only did it in the 36, but they only did it in the 36. I don't think they did it in the 41.
So they make a Jubilee in stainless, but I don't think they make a Super Jubilee in stainless.
Yes, they do.
They do? Oh, okay.
Yep. It's the hidden clasp one. That's
your outside advisor bought a Super Jubilee then and put it on a Pepsi.
Super Jubilee also has solid center links and is more tightly constructed.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a request coming in. Golden Wrist 69, $2. Go ahead, Arch.
Tell Arch to pull up his old president video. We can do that.
Perfect.
I'll go and get it. Just hang on. I'm going to find it now for you, Curly.
You got nothing coming in the mail today? No unboxing? I mean, you've been like an unboxing monster lately.
Yeah, I got to stop spending, Curly. I've stopped spending. You understand?
Well, hey, look, you know your limits more than anybody, right? It's always fun when it's always fun buying it. It's never fun when you get a itemized bill, right? I did that one.
It is what it is.
I hate every now and then I go on a shopping spree on Amazon and I just buy and I don't add up.
This was my black dial 18038 Curly.
Oh, that
was my black dial one. Yeah, it was a nice. I actually,
that looks better than just a gold dial. I like the contrast, Archie.
Believe it or not, I couldn't sell it. I had to put a champagne dial onto it. I put a champagne on it, sold quickly. So they didn't like it.
Yeah. I wonder why.
It's just how it is. Sorry, what was that? Sorry?
I said I wonder why. I like the contrast black and gold.
It's funny. People always... Oh, I got a parcel. 1 minute. Something's here.
I knew. Hey, look at that. See? Why did I know he was going to get a package today? Arch is limitless. Golden blah blah. What the fuck, Al 29? What's Fat Windbag Ben saying? Arch, get an oil drum of Ben and Jerry's with 10 shovels. Those were the days. Jesus Christ. Fat Windbag Ben. I actually one of the One of the last bets I ever made. I made it with. I made a bet with. It wasn't really a bet, but it was kind of a bet because he had the super chat. I made a bet with Zeppy. He had I think it was a 3-scoop quart of ice cream, and I told him that he'd whiff it down in less than 2.5 minutes. And Zeppy was like, "No, at least 3 minutes." And we bet. He didn't even. He got the whole thing down in 2 minutes.
I think it's my wife's. I better not open it. She'll get fucked off because I use her name to get parcels delivered here, but it's a long story. Curly, this was my date. It was fucking. It was a beautiful watch. It was beautiful. That was mine.
36?
30, yeah, 36. Yeah, 36.
Does this
36.
video have it with you on with it on your wrist or what?
No, I don't think it does. I just fucked around with it, Curly.
You sure do keep your stuff nice, Archie. That's one thing about anybody that buys anything from you. You better rest assured that you will get it in the best condition possible because he does keep his stuff nice. Look at that.
Yeah, I tried. But it was, I got to be honest with you, Curly.
Now, that's a president's bracelet, right?
That's the presidential bracelet,
Yeah, I like
correct.
that.
Yeah, it was quite.
Angelica's asking, is that plexi? Is that plexi or does it have a crystal? That one?
No, that's a crystal.
Sapphire?
Yeah.
Oh,
Curly,
our friend from the UK, Mr. Thomas Burnett.
Thomas Burnett, £5. Favorite integrated bracelet: Vacheron 222, Moses Streamliner, Chapik Antarctic, Royal Oak, Chopard Alpine Eagle, Roman Gautier. Fuck me dead. I don't, honestly, you know what? I really don't like integrated bracelet. Integrated is where the bracelet is sort of part of the design. I really don't like integrated bracelets, to be totally honest with you.
Not even on the AP. I know what he means. And I got to say, I don't know about a few of the watches that he listed here, but AP, I believe, has got the most beautiful.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, I would say the Royal Oak. I would say the Royal Oak. I don't like the Vacheron 222. The Streamliner, yeah. I hate Chapek. Chopard, that's just really a copy of the fucking Royal Oak. Roman Gautier, ugh. The Ingenua, yeah, maybe the Ingenua and the Royal Oak.
I'm sure everybody knows what the Royal Oak looks like. Let's pop up the Ingenua. See what that looks like. I mean, come on, Arch. We got another 18 minutes to kill. We can't just keep making small talk.
I was going to end early today, Curly. Did you know
that?
Yeah,
you got 18 more minutes, right? That's an early quit. 1 hour early quit.
No, that's the normal time, Curly.
Well, when do you want to quit? When do you quit now?
We're chatting. It's okay. We're chatting. We're having fun. We're having some fun, Curly.
I got no place to go right now.
That's okay.
I still got to let my food go down before I take my after dinner walk with the.
This is the IWC Ingenua. That's the integrated. It's quite nicely done. This is the more modern one. This is the 40 mil one. I think that's a beautiful watch.
Yeah, I think AP's got that one beat. You know, he had quite a cool bracelet.
What do you think, Curly?
Yeah, I don't know. You know what had quite a cool integrated bracelet to me was what the fuck is it? The Octafinissimo. But then I heard that the bracelet on the Octafinissimos are cheap.
Yes.
Like real edgy and real like not a good finish on it or some shit. I don't know. Not a big watch.
The Bulgari. I don't really like
the one I liked, Archie. The one I liked because
Bulgari.
I like the murdered outlook. The one I liked. I don't like the I like the ceramic one that Bulgari made. The Octimo Finissimo ceramic version was cool.
Got you. Curly.
Yeah.
I like these Ingenua. I had the Ingenua IWC 3227. That's the one I had. I'll show that to
Archie,
you.
did you ever have the?
These were 42 mil. Love that watch.
Did
and
you
that had
ever
the
have the
in-house
IW?
movement.
Did you ever have an IWC? The what is it called? The Portofino or something like that? The like dress watch. That
No, I only had. No, I never really liked it. I never really liked that.
Hey, what's up, This is in the house. How are you, Dissy boy?
Oh, this.
Haven't seen this in a while. I saw he was on the Dungeon show a little bit ago. So you're set on this. You're set on this Vacheron, huh?
100%, there, Curly.
And what is that going for? What is that going for, that Vacheron?
Look, I want to get the paddock. I'm not going to get the Vacheron. I want to get the paddock first. I'm not buying any watches until I get the paddock first, okay? It'd be a mistake.
Of course, that's your signature brand, Arch.
Yeah, I want to get that paddock before I do any. I'm not going to spend any money on watches until I get, and even watch boxes. I'm fucking stopping. I'm not buying. I got to stop, Curly.
Where's the LV box?
That's in the other part of the house. I can get it out. Yeah.
No, yeah. I thought you would have been put. I didn't see the.
I had the boisterous. Look at the boisterous one. Look at this, Curly.
I got you.
How does that? Doesn't that look beautiful?
It does, but it looks too small, Archie. I hate to say it.
What more do you want than that? What more do you want?
No, I like the LV box with the 8 slots. It's just the 6.
We can get this boisterous one as an 8. I just picked it as a 6.
No, but your LV's got 8.
I know.
Yeah.
They don't fit as well in the LV as the. This is a better box.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm really happy with it. It's really cool.
What are you going to do with the LV then?
I'm looking at selling a few off.
I would get too, Archie, what I don't understand. I know you're probably just at heart, you're very traditional, but I really did like the Bosporus two-tone. See, I hate contrast stitching on straps, but I love two-tone on any kind of, seats and leather. I mean, you got to get two-tone's a spice of life, baby.
Yes.
You didn't look at any two-tone combinations in the Bosporus?
I like the green. That green really sung to me.
That Rolex green?
Yeah. They call
that
it
would be a hard color to do two-tone then.
I just thought, shit, that looks so amazing. Actually, I'm just giving some my leather cloth. I'm just rubbing some.
I'm surprised that these companies, when they even like on my motorcycles, when Harley, when your bike comes with saddlebags, they give you a little round tub of leather conditioner that they recommend using on their leather. I'm surprised that these boxes, expensive as they are, they don't give you a recommendation of what leather conditioner to use.
They don't give you nothing, Curly.
It's not bad. I mean, you brought that, so that's not that thing was like what, maybe $1,000 without a discount. That's not bad at all for the quality you get.
Yeah, it's made in Istanbul, Curly.
Hey, Archie, they're one of the biggest tannery countries in the world besides India.
No, they're famous for leather work. You know
exactly.
And I'm really happy with it. It's beautiful. I really love it. I'm just putting some oil onto it. It's beautiful leather. I love it, Curly. I love it. It's really cool. We got William Gaudrian. He says €2. I love my GMT Pepsi. Also, 126710 BLO from 2022. Let's just get that up on the screen. Rolex 126710. Look at that. That's the beautiful Pepsi BLRO.
We're not. Do you really believe this fucking scuttlebutt about them How could they ever discontinue this watch? It's a signature. It's a signature watch of
That's
theirs,
a signature
isn't it,
watch.
Archie?
Yeah. It's just fucking rumors. How could you get rid of that?
You might as well get rid of the R in Rolex if you do that.
I know. It's just fuck. It's just talk. Curly, people say this shit all the fucking
Archie,
time.
you've never had a Rolex? I mean, Pepsi?
I never had a GMT.
You've never had a GMT?
No.
Wow.
I had the.
Now,
I
why
always
is
liked
that?
the
Because you had a sub?
I always liked the Explorer 2. Explorer 2.
Ah, so you did have a GMT.
Yeah, I actually preferred it. I always preferred it. At one stage, it was more expensive than the GMT. I just like the Explorers. I always, because my first Rolex was an Explorer 1.
See, to me, I liked that polar white
Oh,
dial.
it's fucking look. Now that I think of it, I would love one. If Rolex said to me, you know, Arch, you can have one. Look, I like the Panda. You'd always go for a Panda because that's where the money is. The money is in that, right? But I love this Pepsi. Is fucking beautiful. I would love. Look, I think on the secondary market they're expensive. I mean, I'm just telling you honestly, right? Are they worth it? Well, but they probably are. If you don't like it, don't pay the money.
Market. I mean, you're getting a Rolex, but when you get a Pepsi, it's a timeless Rolex. I mean, that is like that's tied to their lineage forever.
Curly, they are fucking beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
They're really beautiful.
I do like that Explorer 2 Polar, Archie. I got to be honest. That you know, when they say that Rolex is a tool watch, that's the first watch I think of. Is that Explorer 2?
Now we got wrist watch, golden wrist
69.
$2. Wish we could add watch pics in super chat. Yeah, that'd be really good. And William Gaudry and €2. They did discontinue the Pepsi before.
Well, you know what you could do is you could have Luxy, since he's a paid employee, make some watch emojis. A DMT emoji, a Daytona emoji.
How many you can have? You're limited to how many you can have.
Well, maybe we get rid of the fried chicken and shit like that and make it.
I'll keep the fried. You like Curly? It's sacrilege.
Hey, we're just spitballing here, Archie. We got time to kill. They did discontinue the Pepsi before. Oh, I didn't know that, William. Got a super chat. I had no clue. I didn't know that. So they've done it.
That's it, Curly. Curly.
Is that true? They did discontinue the Pepsi before?
Well, they discontinued it when they went ceramic because it came out. They had the Batman was originally. Then
so
they
released. Discontinued the aluminum bezel, and then they came out with the ceramic bezel.
Exactly.
So it's not really discontinued. That's more like an upgrade.
It's a teaser. It's a teaser, Curly. It's a teaser. Curly, it's been an honor having you on my show. You are a cool guy, and I love you. Is there anything I can do for you? I would love to do it. I'd love to.
Yeah, next time I'm on and you're talking to me, please don't turn your back on me. That's very offensive in my culture.
I understand. Curly,
I would never do that to you. I'll just leave my app. Just turn your camera off when you do it.
Curly, I really love you, man. You're a great guy. I really appreciate everything you've done for me and the channel. I had a great dinner. Let me tell you this, Curly.
I appreciate you being grateful, but I've done it more for myself than anything. So, just to be honest.
Okay. We got a super chat from Dis Horez Dis, 6 shekels. AC and Curly, your plans for Valentine's Day? Yes, sir. I want to spend it with somebody special.
My plans have been the same for 14 years. That is it's one of two things, and my wife gets to decide on it about a week before. It's either a place that we always go to for brunch, a champagne brunch, which we don't drink the champagne, but it's a beautiful place, or a wonderful seafood dinner, and it's a place that we go to all the time. So it's very, very simple. As far as the rest of the stuff, doesn't really matter. A little gift here and there. I always surprise her with something. This year, it was a furry pajama set. What do you think about that, Archie?
Curly.
A one-piece Sherpa pajama set.
You are a classy guy. Let me say this to you. Me and T-Dubs had the amazing stick aside. We had an amazing meal.
I saw that. It was.
I'll tell you something seriously. I hope I'm going to organize a computer for T-Dubs.
Of course, we have to thank this man right here.
Yes,
right?
sir. Apes. The fact that Archie was going to give T-Dubs 90, then gave 50, disappointed. Well, you know what disappointed me, Apes, is that you fucking said to me, here's 200, take him out. And then as I'm fucking driving there.
Hold on, Archie. Let me save you a little trouble. Apes. Yeah, the one thing I could say is that I don't think that TW was disappointed one bit. I want to thank you for your generosity. And you know what? Getting taken out to dinner, treated to a beautiful dinner that they did, and then on top of it, getting a $50 tip. I think that you made TW's just the fact that TW overcame his anxiety and went and met Archie is a good step towards some great Gonzo streaming. I mean, Apes, we're going to have some great Gonzo streaming. You know what? The baby steps that you helped TW take with overcoming his anxiety was fantastic. It was worth all the donations that you made. So between yourself and Nelson Olivero, who's so kindly to get Mike out of his house and going to have a Chinese dinner with his mom, it's beautiful. So, and a lot of it, Apes, a lot of it is shtick. Believe me, if TW was upset, we would have heard about it. He looked like a very happy man. It was great to see him dressed up. You know that?
It was fantastic.
You gotta. We're going and Apes. We're gonna do a detailed review of Archie's behavior at the dinner table, which a lot of it is shtick, but it's funny. It was funny.
Exactly.
It was funny. It was so awkwardly and funny. I mean, I love the fact that everybody around you guys kept looking over like you guys were like super, like they were sitting by celebrities. Oh, look at that table! Look at that table. I'm just curious, Archie. Who was the third wheel?
That was one of TW's. That's okay. He's perfectly okay.
Hey, listen, you didn't tell us. We don't need to know.
That's it.
You got another super chat, Archie.
Super chat, Thomas Burnett. Thank you, Thomas Burnett. £2. This is for T-Dubs. Don't forget to give it to him. Thank you, Thomas Burnett. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hold on, Archie. Let's go through these. Come on.
Okay, we're going to go through and thank all our people today. We
I'll
had
pull them up.
Lolex.
You just read them, okay? Lolex.
Thank you so much. Nelson Oliveira, Thomas Burnett, Golden Barber, Ross Rachel Brady, Thomas Burnett, John C., Thomas Burnett, Yankee Doodle, Thomas Burnett, GB, Yankee Doodle, Thomas Burnett, Golden Wrist 69, Thomas Burnett, Golden Wrist 69, Golden Wrist 69, Golden Wrist 69, Golden Wrist 69, William Gaudrian, Yankee Doodle, Golden Wrist 69, Golden Wrist 69, Golden Wrist 69, Golden Wrist 69, Thomas Burnett, William Gaudrian, Golden Wrist 69, William Gaudrian, Dis, Thomas Burnett. Thank you so much.
All right, hang on. Don't hit that. Hey, Archie, I'll hit the end button.
Sorry.
No, I was going to play a little cute clip dedicated to TW.
Okay.
If you want to bounce.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. See you later.
See you, Arch.
Love you.
All right. Who do we got left in here? You know what? Not bad. About 100 people. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Sundays are always slow. Thank you, everybody, for sticking it out. I know that I stopped listening when I was having dinner, but here's this. It was so good to see you, Cousin Angelic. Billy Jeans, it was good to see you. Thomas Barnett. It's hard to get comments up on the board when you got Marky and Doc talking about, gay man talk or whatever. Dirk, good to see you, Dirk. All 29. Technology's in the house. Chris F. Maybe the Super Bowl game's a little boring. Forbin, he seems to focus on you now, which is a good thing, Forbin, if you want to spice up the show. Who else do we got in here? We got Fat Windbag Ben, Chrissy F. And see, I don't know, for some reason, Chris, I always get you mixed up with what's his name, Foss from the Netherlands with Medusa. I don't know why I get you two guys mixed up. So Mookie is, we're going to be running a lounge on Mookie. We're going to play some Archie stuff, which I don't have lined up yet, but you guys are going to have a little patience. Apes. It was pretty funny, Apes. We're going to go through these fucking dinner videos. It was awkward as fuck. But hey, you know what? Awkward is funny. We got Ivars in the house. Who else stuck around for this? And of course, we got Golden Wrist 69, which was basically the sponsor of the show. Let me check and see if the Mookie Lounge is up and running, and then I'll end this mother. Is he running? Yes, he is. Okay. So, hang on a second, boys. What the fuck did I just do? Oops. All right. Let's dedicate. We got, you know what we got to do. We got to dedicate it. We got to dedicate the outro to T-Dubs. T-Dubs, I wish that I would have saw you here tonight, or this morning, or this afternoon, or whatever it is in Aussie land. It would have been nice to have you on. I know you were on the morning show, which is the late show, so you're probably sleeping still, but okay, dedicated to T-Dubs, dedicated to the man who sponsored it, Apes. We'll see you guys later. Enjoy your Sunday.
Hey, we got T-Dubs, the Gonzo streaming legend, here to save the stream. Let's fucking go, T-Dubs. Take your shirt off, lick your nipple.
Which TW do we get tonight?
Hey, Curly, I'm off my meds. Fuck is your problem?
You know, TW is banned from Archie's channel. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that, yeah.
Do you know why he's banned?
No.
You've had guts ripped out?
No.
Hey, Curly.
Do you have an email, TW?
No. You got a problem with the Irish? What's the problem with the Irish, mate?
You're a rat.
I'm a fucking Irishman. Capiche? Don't disrespect the Irish.
You're a rat.
I had to go to the bathroom.
Calm down, man. You've never been to Belfast, so you don't know what you're fucking talking about, all right? It's okay. Sorry, Nick. I'm sitting at my fucking father's table, the money table. All right? You want to see it?
No.
Oh, shit. We stopped the show to talk to you.
You don't feel the pain I'm going through?
Well, you're genetically flawed, aren't you?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, man. Genetically flawed.
So, TW, do you see the private chat button?
No. Let's get fucking real. Let's be men. I've got more class than you fucks in my ass.
Do you know why he's banned?
No.
It's not dark trolling, it's heavy trolling. That's it. That's it. Low blood sugar, or hammy, bronchitis, dry socket.
I want some bourbon. New York, where you from? My father sold flowers. Ah, you're a Scotsman, me. Hey, my grandfather was a Scotsman. My grandmother was Irish. Worked his ass off. Thousands of dollars have been on this table, and I can show you the dents from it. He takes it up the fucking ass.
Right.
Off that. I don't want to make you feel bad, Curly. Blow your fucking head off.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Did I come on too strong?
You're telling us as a man that you're not trolling.
Nah. Sorry, guys. Life's a bitch until you die. Capiche? I don't know whether my sons are dead or alive.